four fingers for real.
Share, subscribe, cause you know we keep it live, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, cause you know we keep it live, you know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe, you know we keep it live, you know we keep it like, share, subscribe, you know we keep it live, you know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe, cause you know we keep it live, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, cause you know we keep it live, you know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe, you know we keep it live, you know we keep it like, share, subscribe, you know we keep it live, you know we keep it live.
What's good, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome for another segment, another show of the Coach Smook Morning Show. Glad to see you all here this morning. Thank you for showing up, pulling up early. Our first comment of the day goes to the one and only Zach Wilges, Mr. Number One Caller himself, Mr. Voice of the Coach Smook Network himself, has jumped in and started us off this morning. Great morning, everybody. Hope y'all happy. Listen, do not look at me and think that I'm tired. I don't know why my eyes are so red, y'all. But I went outside about, probably like 3 o'clock. I woke up and just went outside, and I really could not go back to sleep, but I fell asleep around like 5 o'clock again. So I need y'all to look. It's the eyes, man. It's the eyes. I appreciate y'all for waking up with your boy though. Hold on 1 second. I need to find my pen real quick, because we got some things we're gonna dive into today. But yeah, how y'all feeling this morning? Good morning, everybody. Kimberly Harmon, how you feeling this morning? Tamara Johnson says, good morning. Good morning, AAA family. I hope all is well with everyone. I'm sure I will be sleeping in a few minutes. Just wanted to check in. Coach Smook was good. Listen, sis, that's why we came a little bit earlier, because we know we have people that be getting up extra early, and they get to work when we was doing it at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we want to try to give y'all at least a half of show, at least a half fully engaged show, and try to get y'all worked in, so we can reach everybody in our family. What's good? Caleb King this morning said he waiting on Zach. Call Matt Farms. What's good? Good morning, my boy. Brett Sullivan is in the chat. Kimberly Harmon is in the chat. Brett Sullivan. Listen, Brett, it's time to go ahead and get y'all boys on here, man. It's time to go ahead and get y'all boys on here. Yes, man. Hey, my sister, my auntie, Cindy is in the chat. Travelpreneurs podcast, Travelpreneur Sports Podcast is in the building. How you feeling this morning, man? Listen, I got some energy today, y'all. I got some energy today because we got some topics that I think y'all are going to enjoy talking about today. So I can't wait to get some of y'all phone calls in. Hopefully, we have a lot more phone calls than we did yesterday, y'all. I really want to talk to you all today because we got some great topics. So make sure you have, you in your space where you can get on the phone, talk to your boy 3 to 5 minutes, man. We want to talk to you today. Shout out to the big 52 viewers in the chat, man. We got 32 on YouTube, 21 live on on Twitter. And then we already got one like over here on Facebook from D-Pad Entertainment, one of my gaming partners. I appreciate you for pulling up on the Facebook side. Twitter, if you really want to enjoy the show, pull up on YouTube or Facebook for that matter. Facebook is just as decent as YouTube. Well, not as much, but it's straight. K-Spray, how you doing this morning? Big Bama Brand said, what up, though, chat? What up, Bama? How you feeling, Red? You on that road, bro? Yes, go. Antoine is in the building. C, Bama's in the building. Who else I see? My guy Jason says, share, give me that energy. Yes, sir, I got you, man. Chance Fawcett, what's good this morning? Gary came in the chat. We was in the boom boom room last night, boy. If y'all wasn't in the boom boom room, y'all missed out on a good time, man. It ended up turning into fellas night. It ended up turning into fellas night. But then we ended this segment. Hey, JC, you might like this. When we watched the 2017? Was that 2017 Alabama OU playoff game? We watched that last night together. It was pretty cool. Rewatching that game, going down memory lane. Y'all remember that? That was fun. Piano Man in the building. Nick Stella is in the building with a big roll tide. My God, how you feeling this morning? My sister Carla Bailey is here. Let's go. Megan, how you feeling? Megan back today, y'all. Good to see you, Megan. Who else I seen? Shane B. I just seen your comment. How you doing this morning, my brother? How you doing, my brother? Yes. Jay, how you feeling, my boy? Jay, you over there on Twitter, man? Talk to the Twitter people and tell them to pull up on YouTube. YouTube is where it's at. Twitter is just a platform to kind of promote. I want you to get the full regalia of people to come in, get the full regalia and bring the masses to YouTube, my brother. You get what I'm saying? Appreciate you, my guy. The Kinesis is in the building. Kinesis, am I saying your name right? Because I feel like that's like a fire video game, like a fire video game special move or power move or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. But yeah. How y'all feeling, man? Vontae is in the building, my little brother. Yes, let's go. Jordan Hunter, how you feeling, man? Moon Rocker, checking in heavy. Let's get to it, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up this morning. You guys just don't understand, man. Last night was just a good time. I was able to, kind of kick back, put my feet up a little bit, take my shoes off, put my feet up and let my hair down a little bit, It was good to see everybody vibing. The fellas was in there. The ladies kind of left us hanging. All our sisters and our family, they kind of left us hanging and said it was too masculine in there. But we was just chilling. So and I'm telling y'all right now, man, the lobby, the boom boom room, all of those spots where you can come in, I strongly encourage you to get used to being on camera. We talked about the idea last night, and I'm kind of scared to put it out there right now because folks like to take your ideas and put it out there as their own. But shout out to Christian Sykes, by the way. We had an idea last night. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about it because we here. So what's happening is our Discord channel has become just the rooms, the video chats, the voice chat rooms have become just pure entertainment. A lot of the things that we talk about and laugh about and joke about and have serious discussions about, I was looking at it and listening to it over the past week or so, and I was like, man, this is good quality content. Like, people love this community vibe. So to make it more relevant and to give a little bit more attention to it, I think that what we're going to do is, especially during the season, post-game shows, post-game call-ins for big games, there's going to be an opportunity for people to get exclusive access to be in the Discord, the live Discord, where I will have the Discord feed will be behind me with everybody in that, with that cameras on. Like we talked about the Alabama-Tennessee game. How much fun do y'all think that would be during the post game show After I do my spill, we do phone call segments. We end the show just topics of discussion. And I have the Discord, all the people that get access, because we'll have it limited to like 15. We'll have it limited to 15. And we'll just do a late night post game show, or even Bama late night. We'll start doing that again. To where you guys are able to talk, man. Come off mute and talk. I'll be able to control it. We'll have a mod in the Discord controlling mute buttons and all that stuff. But imagine after we beat Tennessee and we got 20 people on the screen. Let me pull this. Let me go full screen for this. Imagine if we had, y'all know how Discord look, if we had all those blocks of people with their cameras on, right? And I'm kind of zoomed out to the front, a little bit smaller than what I am now, right? And we got it, everybody smoking their cigar. Smoke them if you got them. Man, that's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a vibe. So we trying to set the tone. We changing the whole community aspect of being a fan, not just for Alabama football, but, other fan bases. And I would love for a Tennessee fan to pull up today, because we talking about schedules today. We're going to jump into the SEC breakdown of schedules, talking about we're going to break down Tennessee schedule. We're going to talk about Florida. We're going to talk about Tennessee, Ole Miss, and we're talking about Florida. Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Florida schedules today. We're going to break those down in the second half, especially during our call segment. I feel like that'll be a good topic of conversation. But also, y'all know we had some breaking news yesterday, and it's funny because I still got hate for it for some reason, but we're going to dive into Keelan Russell flip, and then I'm going to also do another review. I'm going to do a live recording, a review of his film, a reaction, not necessarily a review, because we've all seen this film, but we're going to do a live reaction again. Nothing scripted. I really have watched this film like 3 or 4 times. So look, just know I am amazed every time I turn the young man's film on. Shout out to his mother, April. She was very, very approachable when I reached out to, try to set some things up to get them on the show, he and his mother. So y'all know me. It's all about family here. And that's what we jumping into today. What else we got? Reality or Reach. Y'all know we love Reality or Reach. I got some of y'all jumping into the Discord, dropping some Reality or Reach topics that I can't wait to get to. So we're going to make sure we jump into those today. And it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show. So without further ado, man, everybody that's in here, you all see these. I need all my AAA members. I need all my AAA members to run up their AAA emojis. I want to do something. I want to hype this up. What's up, Bama Beauty 780? She says, good morning, family. I'm getting ready for my workout, so I'll catch the show on my headphones. Have a great Wednesday, everyone. Love y'all. Girl, you better stick around for like 20 minutes with us. We got something for you. We one of the teams you hate the most. We're going to dive into their schedule. So hopefully you listening to that and can, in between sets, jump in and comment and let us know how you feel. Smook, I think I'm going to get ready for that Tennessee victory. Getting me oh yeah, we definitely got it. I think we need to order some, y'all. I think we need to order like some custom ones and have them shipped to everybody, right? Have them shipped to everybody for the Tennessee game so that we all smoking the same thing, smoking that Tennessee pack. I don't know if that's etiquette to say on live, but I said it. I don't know, but I said it and I'm standing on it. Who else in here? AAA fam. Yeah, run up the emojis. I want y'all to see this because this is what we're building here. You see what we're building here? We're building like a family, y'all. We're building a family. We're trying to not a cult or a gang. This is a family, y'all. You can be part of AAA family and not even be a Bama fan. Case in point, my guy Jason is a diehard Oklahoma fan, covers the team, does great content on his channel, but he's a part of my AAA family. He really is. Piano Man is in there. Carla, Bama Beauty, yes. Look, we all the way up in Canada. So we're trying to create this thing and create an environment for all fans to be able to come in. And we're actually going to have a channel where it is Rep Your School channel. That's where you get in and you do the football trash talk. The locker room is just for small talk about everything. The Rep Your School, that's going to be the one where you get in and we start talking teams and trash. You start establishing, draw lines in the sand type stuff. Shout out to my guy, William Dansby. William Dansby, I need you to go ahead and get that membership, that birth certificate, man. Hey, you say that, Brett, but it's funny because they already say Coach Smook Network, they saying we a cult now. That's why I say he going to bust his cigar down right now. Hey, man, that junk going to be stale by October, man. You better hold on. A few more months, just 2 more months, and you can do it. Susan Thomas is in the building. Hey, Susan, I can't lie. You probably have one of the most pretty avatars that I've seen come across this doggone thing, this YouTube thing, for real. Like, some of y'all are just so photogenic with our avatars. Yeah, Cindy, they called us a cult. They said we're a cult. I seen it in the comment. But without further ado, y'all, I want to give y'all opportunity. I just want to thank you all. But not just thank you, but for those that have not become a member of the AAA family and want to continue to support the Coach Smook Network in different aspects, this is for you. Take it away. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family and earning your birth certificate, as we like to call it. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. Yeah. Appreciate y'all for supporting, for real, man. 100%. I'm sorry, y'all. I came in on a delay. I was trying to get some coffee in me because it really is good this morning. I'm telling you, something special about this coffee this morning. But just want to say thank you all for considering becoming a partner, a sponsor, or even joining the family. The most I asked today, we have a goal, y'all. We have a goal we want to try to reach today, for one goal on stream that we want to try to reach every stream. And I think you all know we want 100 likes. 100 likes. That's our goal for the stream, y'all. 100 likes. Let's get this up to 100 likes today. Listen, yesterday was the first time we didn't hit our mark. Yesterday was the first time, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I felt kind of sad. I was like, we was on a streak, but we did it for a month straight. So it's not usual to be on that type of vibe, especially to get those likes during the live. But let's try to do our best to share the live. Let's get it on Facebook. Let's get it on Twitter. Let's get it everywhere so people could jump in on the YouTube side and run up those likes, man. I'm telling y'all, that's where it's at. Just getting the likes in, subscribing, sharing the stream. That's how we're going to continue to grow. So for the 42 that's in here right now on YouTube, appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure you hit that like button. For the 45 that's watching on Twitter, jump on the YouTube side and drop a like. And you can go back to Twitter after that. But just come over here and drop them likes for you, boy, because we sure need them. We sure need them. But I appreciate y'all. Listen, big news before we get into all the news and the football talk. I want to do something different. I got a lot of feedback yesterday from how we kind of started the show, and a lot of people have been not necessarily praising me, but giving love where it's due, saying that the transparency factor of this channel is what attracts them. And so today we're going to start off with a little morning inspiration, and this time is going to be a little bit more in depth because I really want to encourage our people, regardless of who you're a fan of. I feel like everybody deserves to live a prosperous and a healthy life. And if in any way I can be some type of motivation in that, I want to do that because to me, it's bigger than football coverage. It's bigger than sports. It's about being a community, you know, because at the end of the day, you're surrounded by people, whether they like the same team or not. You're surrounded by people, and things come to fruition when you have good energy, good people around you. You got people supporting the same values, and that's what we want to do. We want people to support the fact that, hey, you may not be a fan of the same team as me, but guess what? I still love you. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you do good. You know, as much as I can't stand Auburn University, I don't wish evil on none of those fans. So with the young man, the running back that ended up getting seriously injured in the shooting and losing his brother or somebody, that was sad news, you know, and I really sent up prayers for that. But today's topic, we're talking a little bit about faith. A little bit about faith, a little bit about hope, a little bit about belief. Not necessarily religion, right? But having a mindset to believe past the circumstances, right? And as a matter of fact, that's what we can call it, believing past my circumstances. That's what we'll call it today. And I want to take y'all to a scripture that's in the Bible, and it's Hebrews 11:1. And a lot of you all know this, Hebrews 11:1. For everybody that wants to write it down. Remember the scripture, use it today, because it is a foundational scripture that I use to remember. It's kind of like the word of God telling us basically what faith is, not trying to make it too extent or get too extravagant with it. But this scripture kind of just broke it down in simplicity for us. And the scripture reads, Hebrews 11:1 says, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And a lot of people, they kind of read into that, and they have like this crazy extravagant meaning. But when I look at it and I listen to it, or when I look at it and I read it and I play it back and I'm listening to it, faith is the substance of things hoped for. What substance? The makeup of something. Substance is what you're made up of. It's what you produce, right? Because of what you're made of. And you know, we all have hopes, we all have dreams, we all have thoughts, but at what point does those hopes and dreams, at what point do they become faith? Is when you can start seeing these things, not necessarily as they happen or because they've already happened, but because you're seeing it as you're hoping for it. So y'all hear me talk about seeing this network grow, and we're being on these platforms, and we're hosting these events, and people are coming and really becoming a part of a good community of fans. Like that's like me hoping and dreaming these things. But my faith, in order to display faith in these things, I have to already act as if those things are already happening before they happen. Meaning, my faith tells me, hey, wake up every morning, no matter if they're a Bama fan, Auburn fan, whatever. You need to produce good quality content so that these people can be engaged. And when the opportunity presents themselves for them to stand out front and be heard, they will be comfortable. And that's where my faith is. I feel like faith can go past where your mind can go when you really believe and start seeing it before it happens, because once it gets there, you're already mentally trained your mind. You already spiritually trained your inner spirit. You've already physically trained yourself to be able to be in that space and function fluidly. So when you talk about the word faith is not something that's tangible. You can't go and pick up faith. You can't go and buy faith. You can't earn enough money to have faith, right? That once you factor into it, once your natural ability factors into it, is no longer faith. You get what I'm saying? Faith requires you to believe outside of the norm. And that's what I want to encourage you today. Have some faith and get some extreme hope in your life. You get what I'm saying? There's got to be some space in your life where things may not be as solid as you want them to be, but instead of looking at how they are right now, start looking at them for what you want them to be, what you desire them to be, right? Start looking at them to be, start looking at those situations and saying, hey, you know what? Our relationship ain't as good as I want it to be, but guess what? I really believe that because I love you as a person, as a brother, sister, husband, wife, you know, mother, father, because I want the best for you. I see where you can be great. I see where you can have this and have that and be in peace. And I see where our relationship can be, functional, effective communication. You know what I'm saying? I have faith that, I have faith that at any point in time, once the people come together, I have a faith that anything is possible. Anything is possible. We can help people with housing issues. We can help people with that need food. I want to be able to purchase cars and give them away. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of faith I have. And in order for me to act on it, I have to see it. So even in my state now or where I'm at, I may not be able to give somebody a car right now, but if I'm at a store and I see a mother and her two kids struggling to pay for some noodles and some things in the grocery store, my faith will activate, and I'll stretch what I have to help. You get what I'm saying? Because I really believe that me sowing that seed in faith, it'll return to me, not just for me, but for everybody else attached to me. I talked to my moderators yesterday, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let it go. I talked to my moderators yesterday, and I was giving them an update on a personal life situation, right? And the response that I got from my people, man, and I don't say my people as ownership, or I'm talking about my family. And that is a sign of ownership. Like, this is my family, and I think we all take that same type of approach to it. But I was talking to them, and I just expressed to them how happy I was to be in this new phase of my life, right? And but I ended up slipping right back into this faith, seeing things for this network, this brand that's going to provide opportunities for not just me, but everybody that's attached and really want to see us win. I don't care. You know what, Jason? I love the fact that you're here, brother, as a content creator that I respect, and somebody that does the same thing, that's kind of walking in the same industry that I am. I love the fact that you have this this untainted, this non-tainted support, this love for what we're doing over here, because I feel the same when I come over on your side. And it's hard for me to chat in some of these lives now, because when Coach Smook, when they see the name show up, it's like it causes, I feel like it causes a distraction, because people still want to surround my name with dramas. People still want to, kind of create narratives and stuff. But I try to stay as far away from it, is because I love to see positive content. I love to see positivity pushed. And that's what I want to be a part of. So, Jason, I love the fact that you have joined your faith with mine to see just this whole thing grow, man, because I really believe God for yours to grow too. And there's other content creators out there that I believe God to allow them to help them, grow in their niche and find their drive and do everything, find their way, and that's what it's all about, man. So today's word, if not word, but words, faith, hope, belief, all those things, you need to have those in order to create positivity around you, just to achieve a lot of things in life. You're going to need those things. And remember, the scripture says faith is the substance. Faith is the substance, meaning whatever you put into it, whatever you're doing to believe, that's what faith is, right? Whatever you're positive, whatever you're thinking is, that's what the substance of faith is, right? Is the substance of things hoped for. I believe in God. I hope we can get to this stage. I hope this person can have this. I really believe that this person can have, I believe I can have this. I believe my children can have this. I believe my community can have this. I hope we can get to a point. That's the desire of my heart. You get what I'm saying? The evidence of things, and it's the evidence of things not seen. I don't see it right now. It's not happening in front of me right now. I don't see it, but I believe, and I could feel it. I could project this into the air. The life and death is in the power of the tongue. I don't know if y'all believe it or not. Have you said something so much before? My knee hurt, my knee hurt, my knee hurt. And it could be a small pain in your knee for a few days. But you keep on saying the knee hurt, guess where your mind starts going? Starts focusing on the pain of the knee instead of focusing on the solution, And instead of saying my knee hurt, faith is, man, I'm gonna go stretch. If I keep stretching, I'm gonna stretch this thing out. I'm gonna ice this thing up. I am healed. My knee is better. I can move my knee. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I really think we can use today's word, faith, hope, inspiration. All of those words, all of these things tie together. And I feel like they can definitely help you create a better mindset, set a better stage for your life going forward in your life. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening to my words of my morning inspiration. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I've been trying to kind of holding back on doing those just to kind of, and it's not that I'm ashamed. Y'all know I'm not ashamed of my faith, but I really feel like in this day and time with what this society is dealing with, you need more positivity. And I'm gonna keep it raw, y'all. I'm gonna keep it raw. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, music changed because I done messed it up for y'all, did it? But I'm gonna keep it truthful. I'm gonna keep it authentic because that's what we're about. And again, I thank y'all for tuning into that morning inspiration moment. Listen, for all my AAA members that's sharing, I see the alerts, y'all. I see the alerts. And I just want to thank y'all real quick. So after this commercial, after this here break, we'll come in, we'll dive into our topics. First, starting off with the Keelan Russell reaction. But before that, ego to my AAA family. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Much love.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you for joining the AAA family. By doing so, you have committed to supporting this channel monetarily, and for that, I cannot thank you enough. I'm glad that you saw fit to contribute to the growth of this network, and because of that, you will have access to all the behind the scenes content that we're going to be placing on this channel, backstage access to all the vlogs, VODs. We got all types of content. You will have early access to it. Also, any event that you see come out with outside with Coach Smook or anything sponsored or partnered with Coach Smook, it will be preferred. And we will all make sure that we're all taken care of. This community is going to continue to grow. Don't miss out on any opportunities to network. We have other content creators. We have business owners. We got entrepreneurs. This is Coach Smook Network because we believe in networking. We want to uplift the community. So thank you for contributing to helping that mission, seeing that goal. And that's really what we're here for, right? We're here to uplift and continue to grow. So thank you for all your contributions and welcome to the family. AAA SOS.
Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel, man. I really do. Thank y'all for doing what y'all do. And this AAA family is only starting, y'all. This community is just starting to grow. Don't look. Do not get caught up in the numbers right now. I promise you, the numbers, the people will come as long as you all keep being authentic. It's infectious, y'all. It is infectious. Thank y'all. Y'all miss who missed church? You just missed church. Listen, y'all feel good about that though. Morning inspiration. I think that's going to be a good thing that we're going to bring to the channel. I was able to kind of interact with David Pollock a few months back. I would love to have him on. I tune into some of his morning devotional things, and they're pretty powerful, man. They're pretty powerful. Not saying I didn't get that from him today. Haven't watched one in probably like 3 or 4 weeks, but they're pretty powerful, and it was kind of encouraging and inspiring for me when I said I was going to be able to do one. I would do one. So we're going to add that to the show, but let's get into the conversation, man. I'm ready to talk, man. I'm ready to talk about some of this Bama recruiting. The big news, though, the big news out there today is, and y'all saw when I broke it yesterday. So first of all, let's address something real quick. One thing about Coach Smook, and I think y'all noticed this about me since I've come into this industry and been, appointed as a recruiting insider. I never claimed that title. I got handed that title and I started learning what it was. But I'll definitely have looked in and I've said, how have I maintained the ability to be on the inside with a lot of these recruiting aspects, recruiting announcements and things of that nature. And I started scrolling through my inbox, my DMs, of how many times I reached out to families, not necessarily the player, but families, and asked their permission to talk to their son. A lot of people won't do that. And that's something I never understood. Like, these are still children, right? And it's hard to find a lot of parents on socials, right? A lot of these generation parents, they don't care to be on social media, but they are active in protecting their children. And one thing I like to establish is just I want to be authentic. I want to be able to provide that coverage for your child, your son. And we'll get into basketball too. We're gonna get into women's basketball recruiting, male basketball recruiting. We'll get into all that. We're gonna do all that for Alabama. But I want to be able to build that relationship with you and your family so that journey throughout college, throughout the recruiting process, on to the professionals, we really continue to grow this community and build bonds, man. Just think about every connection we make it's an opportunity to be add another family member to this AAA family. So yeah, but yeah, I like it. But anyways, Keelan Russell. I told y'all yesterday before we got off the live, I said, man, I had a feeling. I said I was going to reach out to the family. I was going to try to, see if we can get them on, see when we could possibly get a commitment. But when I got off live yesterday, I was looking at some of my interactions over the weekend, and I went to Keelan Russell's page, man, and I noticed yesterday morning. I had already noticed about Twitter. I seen the SMU stuff being taken down already. It happened, I want to say Sunday night. Maybe Monday. That maybe been Monday. He made the changes on his profile. But then yesterday, you saw all of the buzz coming, and you saw all of the signs, not the buzz. You saw all the signs from his Instagram, from his Twitter. Talked to moms a little bit. She gave me kind of like the wink. So I went on ahead and I was able to confirm. And that post I made. Let me see if I can pull up that Twitter post I made. Let me pull up that Twitter post your boy posted, because people don't like that. And my thing is, I respect the players and the families enough to not break any news, whether I feel like I know it or not. I respect them enough to not break it and be so obvious without them having the opportunity to do it for themselves. But I posted this yesterday. Let me see. I want y'all to look at the timeline. So this is 17 hours ago. So that's what, about 3 p.m. yesterday? Probably before that. 6 p.m. Yeah. So yeah, about 3 p.m. yesterday. A little bit before 3. Let me pull this up. Can I share this? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So this is what I posted yesterday. And people started getting mad. Y'all know we got some misguided supporters, right? They started getting mad, and I was like, why y'all mad? Like, and so that happened, and then this happens an hour after I post this. I want y'all. Aaron Hodges is one of the directors. He's one of the player personnel, director player personnel up at Alabama right now. Aaron Hodges. This is what he posts an hour after I post this, right? And then we get the news a few minutes after he posts that. Then you saw Courtney Morgan. I reposted Courtney Morgan. He reposted that. Courtney Morgan don't be trying to be first. And then, but I want y'all to see this. Let me go to Hayes' page. So y'all remember my post was what, 16 hours ago, 17 hours ago? And this is why I don't understand, like, why people just continue to, like, I'm not doing nothing wrong. Let me go to my boy Hayes Fawcett. And shout out to Hayes Fawcett, man. I don't know what happened with my boy in the past 2 months, but he done went back in his bag with these graphics. He done got a newfound energy. And yeah. So y'all saw it 17 hours ago, I posted. And then 15 hours ago, Hayes Fawcett posted this. Talking about Keelan Robinson. Right? So for everybody, all the doubters and haters that get mad because we find it's not because we're doing anything special, y'all. If you guys want to do it, I'm telling you, the best thing to do is just to be honest. Just be straight up. Stop trying to be first. People, a lot of these parents are protective of their kids, but when you come straight forward to these folks, man, they could really, and see, a lot of y'all don't have that track record. You know what I'm saying? I've been working hard at this, and I want to thank, first of all, I want to thank Noah Carter, Luke Metz, Daryl Johnson, Zymir Smith. We haven't talked to Ryan Williams live, but I want to thank Ryan Williams. Who else, man? Antonio Coleman. Who else, man? Who else have we had? We've had a lot of recruits jump on here that have made commitment to Alabama lately. But those few guys right there, you can literally go and research the archives and see where I had interactions with them live before they made their commitments. And I'm not taking no credit for it. It's literally just me conversating like I would talk to any player that I would want to see at Alabama, But at this juncture in this stage of my career, I don't care if they come to Alabama or not. And I don't mean to say that in a fan way. I just want to see these young men be successful. NIL is making it so hard for kids to make clear decisions. It's a lot of this stuff being thrown in front of them. And it's good to see young men like Keelan Russell and his family who value the the things that matter when it comes to developing a pro athlete, a future pro athlete, and a even more so a good man in the community. So shout out to the Russell family. But we're gonna jump into some of his film. We're gonna jump into his film. We're gonna break it down a little bit. Not break it down, but we're gonna react to it, and we're just gonna kind of react to having the flip. I'm gonna start a cut here, and we're gonna do it. So jumping into it, y'all know we very familiar with this film here, man. This is a kid, Keelan Russell, 2025 prospect out of Duncanville, Texas. The young man can just he could sling the rock. He has the shiftiness. Y'all know off first glance, he kind of reminds me a lot of David, like a Jaden Daniels, Jaden Daniels, Mike Penix mix. If we're talking about most recent QBs, that's what he kind of reminds me of. His legs, the way he moves. Jaden Daniels was very deceptive when he got outside the pocket. And when you watch Keelan Russell, you watch his film, he has that same type of instinct, that same type of ability. His off-platform throws, I mean, not being able to get a base under him, right? And still deliver the ball the way he does with the type of spin and the delivery, the level. His delivery is at different levels, the second level, the third level. In the pass game, that 25 plus range, those balls, they look like slants coming out of his hand. That's how much power and how much velocity he has with his arm. And look at his legs, man. Very decisive in the run game. And he's surrounded by a solid team, so he's used to playing with high quality players, highly touted players. You look at this Duncanville team, they're stacked, man. I think they got like 10 or 11 guys right now coming up as seniors with D1 offers right now, or D1 commits. And I think they have like another 20 something on the roster, or 16. I got to remember. I got to go check those numbers again. But they got a lot of D1 offers sitting on that roster right now, from this 25 class all the way up to the 28 class. So definitely a talent pool. We got one. I told y'all, if I had to pick, and we talked about this last week. Everybody in here, y'all are in here, right? Y'all were in here last week when I said if I had to choose between this young man and Juju Lewis, I would definitely go with Keelan Russell. I just see the ceiling. I mean, he's already on the level as those other quarterbacks. He's the number one quarterback in this class now. But the ceiling, his room to just get better, especially in this system, I think he's going to take it off. I think he's going to take the roof off the place. So, yeah, I really feel it. I really feel like this was the best move for us. What's up? Stacy Blackwood is in the building, man. Hey, if y'all don't follow their content over there, y'all tripping. I got to get back with my boys, man. We got to get together, fellas. But listen, Keelan Russell, 2025 QB commit in this 25 class. Y'all, and another thing is Keelan Russell is not coming to sit a year. I'm telling you right now, he will push everybody in front of him, quote unquote, in front of him. I think this staff is very high on this young man. They went all out to get their quarterback. We thought they were going to go for Juju. I was excited about having Juju's attention, but after the second visit, when he came back, very quiet, not really showing much interest on the public front, that bothered me. Keelan Russell has always publicly had interest in Alabama, always. The SMU commit, it wasn't just because it was his first commit. That's a system he can go and thrive in. His skill set fits that system. But Alabama comes in, Kalen DeBoer, Nick Sheridan, this new offensive scheme comes in. And then the most important thing to this young man, and if you look at any of his interactions outside of the field, you look at how he approaches his interviews with some of these major recruiting sites and stuff, he's so well-spoken. You can tell he comes from a solid family. His mother, man, she is the football mom. Yeah, I think Ebony Carter's the football mom. And I know there's a lot of them, but April is definitely a football mom. Can't wait to have them on. Hopefully we can have them on Thursday. Hopefully we can have them on Thursday. Even if we don't have a night segment set up, but for specials, we will always do a night segment and we'll open up the phone lines, all that type of stuff. But shout out to Keelan Russell. Congrats to him. Congratulations for his commitment to the University of Alabama. But just because we got that verbal doesn't mean it's over, y'all. We got to maintain. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's 100,000% locked. And he knows he's part of that future. I would not be surprised to see Keelan Russell with this group, Ryan Williams and Caleb Odom, Bubba Hampton, Amari Jefferson, Rico Scott, a senior, a veteran, Justice Haynes, veteran Richard Young, Kevin Riley, Daniel Hill, Turbo will be on campus the same year. Like, this is going to be a stacked offensive side of the ball. And then you got to think, a lot of these old linemen that we're wondering to have question marks about or why they're not on the field right now, they'll be coming into their third and fourth year of being on campus. So you got a lot of experience of guys that's been in these programs and been on the college scene. And it's set up to have Keelan, have an impactful season. I honestly believe next year's Ty's year. And then after that, you're going to have a real competition between Russell, Mack if he stays, Lonergan if he stays. Like, you're going to have a real serious competition between these guys because this young man is going to get time. He's going to have time to grow. And there was a report. Somebody on a report talked about how they've never seen a high school quarterback turn over information and process information and apply it at this rate like Keelan Russell has. If y'all listen to Jordan Palmer talking about Jalen Murrow, the same thing was said about Jalen Murrow from a pro quarterback, right? A guy that formerly played in the NFL, all that stuff. The same thing was said about him. Imagine if Jalen Murrow had a quarterback coach his first 2 years on campus. Really, 3 years. No, 2 years. No, this is 3 years. This will be his fourth year. Right? Is Jalen Murrow fourth year on campus right now? Because him and Bryce came in the same class, right? We came in the class after Bryce. Y'all got to check me. Somebody check me. Check me, AAA. But yeah, Keelan Russell flips to Alabama from SMU. We kind of caught it about a week ago. We really was dialed in on it after the official visit. And good pickup for Alabama. I wonder what it does to our recruiting rankings, our recruiting class ranking. Let me get into some of y'all comments before I get carried away, man. Stacy Blackwood is in the building. Yes. Steven, what's good, man? You love them football moms? Me too, man. Yeah, man. Stacey says, hey, yes, I have been swamped. My son is playing baseball all across the state, and my daughter is doing summer volleyball circuit. I don't think I have slept since Jane. Yo, that's crazy. You know what? I want super athletic kids. Like my sons, hopefully I can get, more interactive with them. Me and their mother, we haven't had the best relationship, but it's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you, I feel it. I feel God doing this thing. But both of us have been big on our kids and their athletic career, so I can't wait to get fully involved, get back involved into their lives and able to do what I see some of you all doing. Like, a lot of y'all are inspiration to me, man. I tell my brother Travis Smith, junior's father, I tell him, man, he motivates me, man. You just motivate me. Hall of Fame Jason says SMU has a cash, so they will be staying on 100%. But I'm telling you, Jason, I don't speak on nothing unless I know these things, right? That young man in that family, a dollar amount don't it don't make no difference, for real. It really, when you have a young man with this mindset, with these type of values surrounding him, he values the insight or the suggestions of his family. His mom is important to him. He's doing this so that he can take care of mom. And all my fellas out there, all my mama's boys, y'all know how it is when you want to do something for mom. It's hard to be stopped, and it's almost as intense as us fathers out here. You want to do something for that baby? Yeah. You want to do something for that child? Yeah. Stacey Blackwood said Bama moved up 2 spots in on-3 record, so we went from 7 to 5. 7 to 5, if I'm not mistaken. And my boy Antoine he probably just got the same news I got. Decorian Moore. I love to see that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. No, you good, Jason. No, you good, Jason. I promise you. SMU is not taking to the draft. He don't care about money. Hey, talk to him. And listen, but that's the thing. Like, you never know, man. Something could happen. Something may happen in senior year that might change the trajectory of where he wants to do. But I really feel like this Bama lock. This is a Bama lock. Make sure y'all liking, sharing, and subscribing. Subscribing to the channel. Make sure you're liking the video. We got 63 live in the YouTube chat, 100 live on Twitch. Not Twitch, Twitter. Why I keep saying it? X. I'm gonna start calling it what it is. X. Twitter X. We got 100 live over there. Make sure y'all liking it. And if you're on Twitter, hop over to the YouTube side, pull up, show some love. We want to hear you. We want to see your comments. We want to see what you got to say about Alabama and Keelan Russell flipping from SMU to Bama. He coming to Bama to play on Sundays, 100%. They deserve the money either way. Facts. And you know what? Another thing that we can kind of highlight is Alabama's NIL collective is starting to see a lot more. We're starting to see a boost because these guys are not coming in with these unrealistic numbers when you talk about trajectory. And I hate that. I don't hate it. I would rather see some statistical data, bro. And I think this is what happens, if I'm not mistaken. And I can't wait to get on with one of the staff members, and they're going to kind of help us break down how NIL works for Alabama. We're trying to set that up, getting through all the red tape, cutting through everything, trying to make sure we can do this. But I feel like, and to me, in my mind, when you're talking about NIL value, right? It's kind of like you look at a kid and you gauge, you can statistically gauge what they're doing on their level, and you can project what you can expect from them in that year, that season, and you bring the data. And if that's what you're taking to the kids without fluffing it and actually being able to provide some tangible data, statistics that say, hey, because you're a true freshman and your name is getting this much buzz as a 4-star, you come to Bama, you keep a GPA of this much, you do this of this much, you make practices, treatments, all this, you're able to maintain, you're able to hit that trajectory, your reviews every 30 days or every 2 weeks in practice. There it is. Like if there's a stipulation, there's a guideline to really give that true NIL value projection, then I like it. Because now we're not cutting checks for kids. We're actually just telling them, hey, this is the opportunity you have to create value for your name and your image and your likeness at the University of Alabama compared to SMU. Look at the TV time. Even if you're not on the field, people are going to be wondering, this Duncanville, this number one quarterback in this class of 25 out of Duncanville, is he going to get an opportunity? Every time you get on the camera, that's a paycheck. Opportunity for a paycheck. So yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time that we really get some parameters on this collective and really allow these kids to see what name, image, and likeness was originally intended for. I think kid like Keelan Russell can be the start of that. I mean, you got kids right now that's already in this 24 class that chose certain schools not because of a bag, but because they could really create value for themselves. And the bag just so happened to come along with it. And you can't knock that. They deserve it. And it is what it is. But shout out to Keelan Russell and the flip. What we got here? I just seen that, man. Yeah, I just seen that. I seen your message, Antoine. We could sneak up next year and be there in baseball and softball. Antoine, you 100%. We had this conversation about Alabama and everything. Alabama being an everything school a few days ago. What, that 2 days ago? We had that conversation, and it's becoming more and more true. Shout out to Sooner football looking for 4 straight. Yeah, that's crazy. The Oklahoma Sooners softball, I said football, but Oklahoma softball is definitely doing some crazy things. The fact that Alabama and Oklahoma softball was going at it, was that last year or the year before last? I think it was last year, right? Yeah, I think it was last year, maybe been the year before last. That was a good series to watch. I don't know if y'all was able to catch that. They actually have a YouTube edit of that game, of that series, because it was so intense. I want to jump into another subject. We're going to kind of hop outside of the immediate reaction news with Keelan Robinson, and we're going to jump into just the major sports world. We're going to jump into some of the hot sports topics. And listen, something that came across my timeline, and it, oh Lord, I exited out of it. But y'all remember the Justin Jefferson? Have y'all seen the Justin Jefferson signing? Justin Jefferson signed his new deal with the Vikings, which makes him the highest paid player out, that's not a quarterback. The richest contract for a non-quarterback in the NFL. He signed the deal, I want to say yesterday. He completed the deal. Let me see if I get this graphic up. Hold on. Justin Jefferson, that's crazy. And it's not necessarily just talk about Justin Jefferson, but I want to dive into something, man. The amount of money getting thrown at these players, man. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Let me zoom in for y'all. Justin Jefferson talks to the media during an NFL press conference in Minnesota. Tuesday, June 4th. The Vikings and Jefferson agreed to a 4-year extension. That's the richest contract in the NFL for a non-quarterback. Jefferson will get $110 million guaranteed in the deal that's worth as much as $140 million, with more than $88 million due at signing. $88 million? I want to show y'all something. $88 million in my bank account in the next 30 seconds. That's what's gonna happen. He gonna do that. And they gonna deposit $88 million in his bank account. Or whatever the percentage is. You know, there's always a percentage lump sum, this much, however you want to receive it, turnover. But $88 million. If he don't play another down, I mean, of course, there's parameters in the contract that avoid it. But if he don't play another down for Minnesota, they owe this man $88 million. Jesus, come on, man. What are we doing with $88 million, AAA family? What are we doing with $88 million? Big money, yes. 4 years, $140 million. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yes. Hey, Caleb, and that's another conversation, but we're not going to dive into it. You absolutely right. Justin Jefferson wasn't even a 3-star coming out of high school. About time football dangerous players underpaid. Listen, I think that's for any I don't think they're underpaid. I'm gonna say this. I think our society has really got this balance of the economy thrown off. I think if players were capped at a certain number, I think we could distribute a lot more to doctors, nurses, teachers, educators, all of that stuff. Same with the military. Y'all know the military budget is like 65% of America's economy or some crazy junk. Pharmaceutical holds up another large percentage. So you got all these other major industries. I'm not getting into politics. Don't do it. But yeah, you're right, Steven. Definitely. Disappearing. What's disappearing? What's disappearing? Oh, with that $88 million you disappearing, Tim? Yeah. Hey, Brett, you know what we doing over here at Coach Smook Network? First of all, we're going to take care of the fam, of course. You know what I'm saying? $88 million. Let's go down this lane. Talking about the Justin Jefferson contract. $88 million to sign, 4 years, $52 million over the span, $13 million a year to play. That's crazy. Antoine, you gonna be my agent when we sign a contract like that? We're gonna sign. But imagine, y'all. Just imagine $88 million. I'm taking care of the fam, of course. I'm gonna pay a couple people to leave me alone, right? Pay a couple people to leave me alone. With $88 million, I could throw $30K, $40K at somebody and not miss it. Just, hey, don't ask me for nothing else. You take this money and do whatever you want to do with it. I love you. God bless you. Don't ask me for nothing. You could come around, come to the barbecues. Don't ask me for nothing, though. Don't ask me for nothing. I got about 10 people I could do. That's only $400K. We ain't even dented our pocket yet. We ain't $400K. We ain't even dented our pocket yet. You get about 10 people, about $40K. That's $400K. You ain't even did. And then you got some small time folks that you can pay to leave you alone too. They just come around. Get them about $5,000. $5,000 to change a lot of folks' lives right now. You know, for people that's on that level. I will give me $100. Hey, financial advisor. Give me $100K and I'm gonna divide it up to 20 people, random people, and I'm gonna just give them $5K. Boom. Write that off too. And then I'm gonna go. Mom and daddy gonna get taken care of. We're gonna put them up. They want their new house. So I'm gonna put them up. We're gonna put them. Gonna rebuild the church facilities. Gonna rebuild the church grounds. Gonna invest into the community of Phoenix City and Columbus, Georgia. You know, we definitely gonna do that. And pour into a lot of charities. But then after I handle like my good deeds, y'all, I'm hiring a chef. We definitely hiring a chef after we build the crib. As a matter of fact, we're not even just building the crib. We're building our own little housing community. You get what I'm saying? Where my staff can come and live. You know, we gonna have your house over there, up the street by a quarter mile. You know, your house over there. If you want to live over there, like that's what we doing. I'm paying my staff. I'm taking care of my staff. We building the workhouse, the 12 bedroom, 12 bath workhouse. Right? It's gonna be a workhouse. Meaning when you working for Coach Smook Network, you come there. You can stay there and work 2-3 days without feeling nasty. You know what I'm saying? But that's type of vision we got. That's just some small things. $88 million and I'm crazy. I'm insane. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember All About the Business? $150 million worth of lotto tickets. I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bama Beauty with the super chat, 279 super chat. Much love, man. Yeah, 5K will help somebody. Yeah, 5K. Man, if I got a 5K deposit right now, I'll probably get off this live and go handle some things right now. Your boy's in need of a vehicle. I need a new car. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some things handled. I go and handle some things with 5K right now. Take 500 of it. Go ahead and pay. Look, I forgot to do that first. First, you got to give your tithes. 88 million. What's 10% of 88 million? 8 million? Oh, my folks' church about to get blessed, boy. 8 mil? What you, mama and daddy, y'all in here? Y'all in here? What y'all do if I cut a check for 8 million to New Life House of Prayer Ministries International? What y'all doing? Save the world. Save the world. Y'all, that's what I'm saying. But Justin Jefferson, congrats to his contract, becoming becoming the highest paid player, non-football player. Another topic, kind of going back to college football. Jump into this, y'all. This was cool to see. I want y'all to read this article. This is from yesterday. Yesterday morning, kind of came out right after we got off live. Nick Saban and Urban Meyer up for election on the College Football Hall of Fame. It's their first time being on the ballot. Let's read the article. Shout out to ESPN and Associated Press for this article. The ballot for Hall of Fame class to be announced in January was released by the National Football Foundation on Monday. It includes 77 players and 9 coaches from the Football Bowl subdivision, FBS, and 101 players and 34 coaches from the divisional ranks, which include the championship subdivision and divisions 2 and 3. Among the players appealing on the ballot for the Atlanta-based Hall for the first time is former Pitt defensive lineman Aaron Donald, who retired earlier this year after 10 NFL seasons. Other first-timers on the ballot include Manti Te'o, from Notre Dame, Mark Ingram, and Deshaun Jackson. Nice little class. Nice little class of Hall of Fame guys. Yeah, hey, Dwight, we're gonna talk about that too. I ain't gonna say it. Y'all gonna laugh at me when I say it. Y'all gonna think I'm capping. But yeah, would it not be given to the Lord when you are helping people in need? Oh yeah, oh yeah, Matt. But you know, I would definitely let somebody else do it better than me. You get what I'm saying? Because I'll be giving to everybody, folks that don't necessarily deserve it. I feel like it's people strategically placed in life that can, like, they're good givers. Yeah, I'm not a good giver. I give everybody. That ain't good. You got to give it to the people that need it. You got to be able to see that thing. And a lot of people, I don't be seeing it all the time. I'm one. I will take a L helping somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. And we'll get mad. Yeah, Moon Rocker. Not Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, yeah, you're right. He did his own thing, representing himself. But Coach Saban, first time, y'all think he gets in first ballot? Urban Meyer, y'all think he get in first ballot? Let me see. Let me poll it out. I'm gonna poll it out for y'all. Let me pull this thing out for y'all. Hold on. Let me get to the live real quick. And we're gonna open the phone lines up here in about 10 minutes, y'all. We're gonna jump on our topic of discussion for the phone line, which is gonna be our reality or reach segment. Really gonna jump into that so that we can get the phone call line going. And I appreciate y'all for jumping in and dropping your reality or reach questions in the Discord. It's really gonna help move the show along. Poll. Coach Saban first. What is it called? First ballot Hall of Famer, right? I just put the poll in the chat. Is Coach Saban the first ballot Hall of Famer, right? Piano Man says Coach Saban, yes. Meyer, no. Carla says Saban first ballot, absolutely. Not an Urban fan, but both in easily. I was going to say the same thing. I don't too much care for Urban Meyer, but you got to think he did it. He basically did the same thing Coach Saban did. Not as long as Coach Saban did it, but he went to Florida, won a national championship, went to Ohio State, won a national championship. I believe if he would have came back and took over that USC team when they were hot, when they were starting to trend up before all of the drama, that probably would have been another successful tenure for him, putting him in those great college football coaches rank. Urban Meyer was definitely a good coach at the college level. I don't care what nobody says. Saban, yes. Meyer, no. Coach Saban is definitely a first-time Hall of Famer, first ballot, first-team Hall of Famer, first ballot. Deborah, how you feeling, Deborah? Ain't seen your name here in a minute. Antoine, put in the Discord. Make sure y'all check out these links, man. Discord. As a matter of fact, Antoine, I think exclamation Discord should work for the family. My sister, Dr. Cicely M. Artist, is in the building. I thought I seen your name as something else, sis. I thought you changed your name. I don't know why. I thought I seen your name changed on YouTube. She said, good morning, AAA fam. Love you, Coach Smook. Yes, for Saban. 100%. Appreciate that $10 super chat, sis. Appreciate that. Shout out to the 170 in the chat, man. We got 105 on Twitter. Got 65, 67. Just jumped up to 67 on YouTube. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all run them likes up. Walt Albright checking in. Good at Utah too. Yeah, I forget that Urban Meyer Utah stance. I forget that. You can't deny the GOAT from the first ballot. I think Coach Saban is an automatic shoe-in. Coach Saban is an automatic shoe-in. So when we open the phone lines, remember we have that topic going. Coach Saban, first ballot Hall of Famer. You look at the stats, you look at everything. Let me pull it up. I had a graphic ready. I think that's the one I exited out of. Coach Saban. Hold on. Here we go. Here it is. So check this out. I'm gonna screenshot this. And this is just the overall. And we could jump into that ballot talk as we get into phone calls too. We can get into that Hall of Fame talk. Coach Saban finished his career, his lifetime career as a college head coach. As a college head coach, 292 and 71 and one tie. That's weird. And was 206 and 29 in his 17 years at Bama. 80% win percentage during that career. And at Alabama, it was 88% win percentage. That's crazy. To play in 200 to coach 235 games at a school, right? And win 88% of those games. That is crazy. That's crazy. 88%. Hey, Shane B, that ain't got nothing to do with what he was able to do on the field, though. If OJ Simpson can be in the Hall of Fame, so can Urban Meyer. We're not talking about his personality. That got nothing to do with him going to the Hall of Fame. Him as a college football coach, I think Urban Meyer deserves to get in on this first ballot. I really do. I think he will get in first ballot. Bama Beauty says she thinks he'll get in her opinion, just not first ballot. I really think he will. And you look at this class, what he's up against as far as getting votes. I mean, Urban Meyer, Coach Saban really took the reins from Urban Meyer as the best college football coach in that time. Right as Urban Meyer was starting to come alive and be that guy, Florida was starting to be that school to be looked at. Coach Saban takes it from him. So yes, Coach Saban goes in first. But even during that tenure, guess who came back and re-challenged and took the throne or kept Coach Saban from getting to that spot again? Urban Meyer. And that was a crazy coaching job he did with that Ohio State team, Cardale Jones in the playoffs. I know y'all remember that. But yeah, shout out to Coach Saban. for being on that first ballot, that first ballot to the Hall of Fame. And I probably shouldn't even put this poll up. 100% of y'all said yes. Coach Saban, first team ballot, first ballot Hall of Famer. Can't wait to see that. Alex Smith was not the quarterback when they beat us. Who said Alex Smith? When? Who said Alex Smith? About? I definitely said Cardale Jones. And Tim Tebow was his quarterback. What is that? JB said, Coach Saban, your last time, and good morning. And motivated to inspire. Okay, I see it. New handles on my socials. Okay, Crimson Preacher and motivated to inspire. Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. I knew I seen something. I was like, I know I seen her. Well, listen. What's the last subject before I open the phone lines, y'all? And I got a graphic up. Listen, I said I'm gonna start doing this more because I just feel like it's like a better look. Where the screenshot at? Here we go. I said I'm gonna start doing this a little bit more because I think it just looks better when we do this. Hold on. Get this right here. Boom. 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 My fingers be like slippery paws. All right. So, jumping into the last subject of the day. We're gonna kind of jump into this, and reality or reach is gonna be broken down. Was gonna be added to this. We want to jump into the SEC schedules. So I want to take a quick vote. Give me a T if y'all want to do Tennessee's schedule first. Give me a O if you want to do Ole Miss schedule first, and give me an F if you want to do Florida schedule first. We're gonna do let's just do one schedule today. Let's do one schedule today and see how long we stay on the subject. And I just kind of give my take. Then we'll open up our phone lines. And we'll whoever you want to bring up, we'll talk about their schedule. So for my spot, what do we want to talk? We want to talk T for Tennessee, F for Florida, or O for Ole Miss. So we got one F, one for Florida. Look, y'all, everybody all over the place. I can tell who y'all hate. Florida, we got Tennessee, we got one each. First 1 to 5, that's what I'm going to. First 1 to 5, 2 for Florida, 3 for Tennessee, 4 for Tennessee. Look like we might have a Tennessee talk today. 5, 6, bet. We're talking about Tennessee. Let me pull up that schedule. Vote's over. Vote's over. I didn't expect Tennessee to go. I knew it, man. I figured. And man, I wish we could have Coach Sean on for this Tennessee segment. Now, I ain't talking about Ohio State today. We keeping the SEC today. I don't even care to deal with Ohio State. They so overrated. I can't wait till they win all them games just to get to the playoffs and get blew out. Yeah, blew out. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh my Lord. I cannot wait. I just can't wait. All right, so let's look at Tennessee's schedule and let's start talking about it. First, I want to do something else too. I'm gonna bring up their roster. Where our lads at? They always have a solid way of freaking giving us a good depiction of these rosters. So I'm gonna do offense first on this tab here. Give me a few seconds, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know I ain't got the recruiter. This early time segment, we're looking for another producer, not to replace Marquita, because ain't nobody replacing Marquita. I'm telling y'all right now. But to help her, she's gonna help you and teach you the ropes of how to run the show, the background of the producing side of this. And if you're interested, jump in the Discord, request it through either Bino, Antoine, or LaQuasia. Those are my senior mods. Let them know, get in contact with them, let them know that you're interested in becoming a producer for the show, and they will set up a time for us to have a conversation and see if you're a good fit for what we're trying to do here. What else? Let me get this one too. The defensive starters projection, right? Defensive depth chart projection. Gonna bring that up too. Just get 3D pause. Gonna bring that over here. So now let's jump into it. Here we go. Do I need to zoom in some? Let me know. Give me a good view, good angle, good view. Okay, boom. We good. I like that. That's good right there. So they start off with Chattanooga. We got Tennessee starting off with Chattanooga. They go into NC State. They go to North Carolina State. I think that's I think that's a neutral site game, even though it's in North Carolina. I don't think that's NC State's actual home stadium. So somebody fact check me on that. Duke's Mayo Classic. Mayonnaise. If somebody listening, they know the inside joke on that. Kent State, September 14th. And then their first big test of the season, their first conference opener is going to be against Oklahoma. Or welcome to the SEC moment for the Oklahoma University. I think this early in the season, this is probably going to be one of the games to look out for. I look at both offenses trying to get quarterbacks acquainted to the systems, and both teams. I think I haven't looked at Oklahoma's schedule, and it'll be cool to have Jason on when we start talking about Oklahoma. But both of these teams coming into like this third and fourth week of the season, this is where you kind of get a good gauge on where your team is. If you look across the schedules across the SEC, though. A lot of the conference games are opening in week 4, which is pretty awesome to have that openings conference weekend schedule like it is. It's going to be a packed weekend. Our Georgia game will be the week after this one, but this is going to be the one. This is the one that kicks off the conference. I think this is going to be an interesting one. Nico and this offense at Tennessee, Josh Heupel, and what they plan to do with him and his skill sets. I mean, very talented young man. Can't wait to see what this offensive roster looks like. Defensively, I think Tennessee is still going to be solid. They probably won't be as great on the back end like they were last year, but they will be solid. They will have time to grow. Oklahoma will be one of the first teams to test them. I can't predict nothing. I'm not going to predict nothing. Arkansas, I think that's a win for Tennessee. Arkansas just got too much to make up for. They got a lot replacing. That program is kind of like on a rebound phase. They're restructuring some things. So Arkansas. I think Tennessee blows Florida out the water. I think Tennessee we come down there and they give us the best game of the year. Tennessee, Alabama, and Neyland Stadium. I think that's going to be one to watch for. That I'm not nervous about it. I just know it's going to be a good one. Win, lose, or draw, it will be a good game. Now, if we go in and blow Tennessee out at Neyland, I'm telling you, Alabama's on up for trajectory. Like they're up for the national championship. But we're not talking about Alabama. We're talking about Tennessee. Kentucky. Funny game, y'all. I don't see Kentucky having enough firepower to keep up with them at Neyland Stadium. Now, if they were playing in Kentucky, different story. Mississippi State got to come. So what I'm seeing right now, Tennessee has a very favorable schedule. They got a lot of home games. They get Florida at home. They get us at home. They get Kentucky at home. They get Mississippi State at home. And then they finally got to go to Athens. They get a 1, 2, 3, 4 game stretch of home games in conference play. That's crazy. Then they go to Athens, Georgia. I think they're going to beat Georgia, in my honest opinion. That late in the season, I don't know. Georgia's really going to have to show me something early in the season. And I ain't talking about beating up on the small schools and blowing them out by 60. Georgia's really going to have to show me something in order for me to believe that they're going to take another step forward. All right. UTEP, that's a blowout. And Vandy, little Tennessee rivalry, the battle for the state. What if Vandy come out and put something on Tennessee, y'all? What if they come out and put something on Tennessee? That'll be so funny. Tennessee fans wouldn't bother me ever again. All right, let's look at the roster. Let's break the roster down. And I'm going to tell you, based off of this, I can kind of gauge on what this Tennessee season would look like. Now, this is not official. I want y'all to understand it. This is not official. But this is pretty darn close. If you look at the spring game, you look at the portal guys that came in, this is pretty accurate based off of what I've been seeing on some of the outlets for covering Tennessee football. You got at quarterback, you got Nico Imalivalilio. You got Nico, the redshirt freshman. You saw some of his stats last year. He stays healthy. This team is going to be this offense is going to be solid by week 7, week 8. This will be an explosive offense, and depending on what they do in the future as far as recruiting, and they're heavy in the recruiting chair right now. They're getting a lot of what they want. Not a lot of big names, but a lot of what they want, right? Gaston Moore, that's another guy just transferred in. I think that's a quality backup, right, to have behind a young guy. And Nico, he comes in with minimal experience, right? Not a lot of experience, but minimal experience. But you look at his age, his veteran presence is going to be a help for Nico. The running back room, Dylan Sampson, I'm telling you, that young man does not get enough credit for the type of skill that he what he brings to the field as a running back, especially in Josh Heupel's offense. A lot of pass pro from that running back position, and Dylan Sampson, maybe not the biggest guy, but is solid in pass pro. And then Here we go. Peyton Lewis. This is a name I want y'all to watch for. This true freshman, Peyton Lewis. I'm telling y'all, watch out for Peyton Lewis. He might make some buzz this year. And I know they got him 5th on the depth chart. No, he just showed up in the summer. That's all that is. I promise you, we're gonna hear his name before the end of the season. That tight end room. I'm not too big on their tight ends. Stays Holden Jr. Stays Holden. I don't think he's doing anything special. Being a transfer, I think it's kind of like a numbers thing. But look here, y'all. I know y'all remember this name, Miles Kinseman. He was just on Bama's roster, right? I think there's a good chance for him to go and show some value. He won't be nothing crazy, but he will get some opportunities over at Tennessee. Josh Heupel likes those type of build a tight end. He actually has been kind of, gearing he's been changing. Their staff has changed up the type of tight ends that they've been recruiting to get more athletic at that position. The wide receivers, Squirrel White, Brew McCoy, somebody that I'm very excited to watch again this year. Very entertaining to watch. But Squirrel White, y'all seen the play he made when he had the linebacker on him. And he kind of, Malachi Moore got out there and got physical with him. I want to see how much he improves this year, going into his 3rd year on with the program. Chris Brazil, I'm not sure. I haven't done much research on this young man, but the buzz coming from the Tennessee camp around him, it's a lot. And they're excited about him for some reason. And this Deontay Thornton, this guy, this transfer, they're expecting big things from him. They're expecting him to be sort of kind of what Jermaine Burton was for us. That's what they're expecting. So we actually, I wish I could talk to my Tennessee guy. I have a Tennessee guy. I wish I would have hit him up. I didn't know y'all was going to pick him. Wish I would have hit him up to bring him on. But yeah, that's their offense. The line, I think their line is going to be solid. You look at just by experience wise, the class, they bring back a lot of experience. You got a couple of seniors, red shirt seniors. You got a transfer red shirt senior, right? A lot of experience up there. A lot of not age. What is it? Maturity on that offensive line. Those tend to pan out well for a young quarterback. Because most offensive linemen who like Mays Cooper, they understand how important it is to have a good communication with your quarterback, and that's going to help Nico and this offense, this Tennessee offense. Defensive wise, let's jump to the defense. All right, y'all. One man that I want to highlight that we're going to keep talking about, because when we see him, if we don't shut him down, they mess up the whole operation. And that's James Pierce Jr. 1st round pick, guaranteed. After this year, he will go in the 1st round in the NFL draft. Jamar McCoy, this cornerback that they just got, they are very high on this young man. And, for Tennessee to be high on defensive players and the way they've been trending the past few years, it makes you wonder, what do they really have in that secondary, right? Now, everybody else, I've watched these guys play. Jacoby Thomas, not sold on him at free safety. If that's what they got the best, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. John Slaughter is a backup guy. I don't know why they have him slotted as 2nd. I thought he was going to be the starter at that strong safety position. Not sure what's happening there. And then this Jordan Thomas kid, he's a liability. Playing that nickel corner, that star position. He's a liability. I think they're going to have a lot of competition there. The freshman, Boo Carter, this guy was highly touted. I'm telling y'all, if he comes in and makes a move to get at that star position, and he's in that spot when they come see Bama, or when we come see them in Tennessee, it's going to be trouble for them. It's going to be bad news for them. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Phone died last night, and I was on that. Antoine, we on your neck for that. We on your neck. So that's my breakdown in Tennessee. If I had to project a record for Tennessee, let's count it up. I'm gonna share this right now, and I'm gonna count it up, and then we're gonna open the phone lines. North Carolina State 1, 2. Oklahoma, I think they beat Oklahoma. 3-0, 4-0. Tennessee 5-0 up until Florida. We get Tennessee undefeated. For the sake of being a fan and not wanting to hear that crap come out of my mouth, Alabama beats Tennessee. So you got 5-1 Tennessee, 6-1 Tennessee, 7-1 Tennessee, 8-1 Tennessee, 9-1 Tennessee could go 10-1 by just looking at the schedule. Chattanooga, 11-1. My fault. I skipped over Chattanooga. I'm sorry. 11-1. Tennessee has an opportunity to go 11-1. Realistically, they do. Realistically, they do. I really have Tennessee that late in the season going to Athens. I think with that, if they could stay healthy, Tennessee can go 11-1, and we'll be seeing Tennessee. Alabama will see Tennessee in the SEC championship. What up, Blunt Conversation? How you feeling this morning, my guy? Somebody tell Susan to hit the live button. No, Jordan, it ain't that I'm not big on Georgia. I think Georgia just has a lot to replace, and I don't think they realize it. Their fan base does. I don't think their fan base realizes how much they have to replace. And Georgia doesn't have a favorable schedule to be talking as much as they talking. Can we get a Georgia schedule? I'm gonna go and get a Georgia schedule. Let me do this. I don't even want. Nah, we're not gonna get Georgia that love today. Yeah, Shane, I swear the Ohio fans on YouTube channels do not talk about Bama as much as y'all do. Good morning, though. I'm not even going to start today. Listen, Ebony, you know what it is? Ohio State fans, it's not even. It's not the channels. It's not the beat writers and the coverage people of Ohio State that disrespect Bama. It's the fans that don't really know what the hell they talking about, right? And they get on and they talk all this noise and they say all this stuff about Bama being done and being glad that y'all paid for Caleb Downs and trash Seth McLaughlin. Like, that's what the problem is. It's not even about the channels that discuss them. It's about the fans. Just like you see our fans talking trash, but that's what Ohio State fans do about Bama. And y'all not even in our conference. The audacity to be almost 10 years removed from your last natty, right? And to be talking crazy. You're almost 10 years removed from your last natty. Ohio State is becoming the new Florida fans. Ohio State is becoming the new Florida fans. Tebow era. Yeah, I don't think nobody's really feeling Carson Beck. So, with SEC schedule breakdown, we jumped into it. Reality to reach. This is how I'm going to start the conversation off. Reality to reach. Tennessee goes 11-1 with their schedule. Reality to reach. Tennessee goes 11-1. I'm opening the phone lines now. Phone lines are now open. Call in now. 334-625-1121. We'll start off with the reality to reach question, and then we'll weigh in on their schedule. We'll break it down. Or you talk about you bring up a team that you want to talk about. So give me my Tennessee answer first. And then if you want to talk about another team, another schedule, we can bring it up in dialogue. We'll have 5 to 7 minutes of conversation. And then we'll open the phone lines up for somebody else to call in. So if you're ready to call in, 334-625-1121. Go ahead. Ring the phone off the hook. We're ready to talk to you. Let me make sure I turn that ringer down. That might be loud. Make sure I turn that bad boy down. And y'all already know who calling in. Y'all already know who calling first.
Call from
Zachary, put me in the game, coach.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yes, sir. Yo, Zach, what's up? You on the line with your boy, Coach Smook. How you feeling this morning, my boy?
I'm doing good, Coach Smoke.
Man, listen, I'm sorry. I had to take a sip of that coffee. That coffee good. Zach, do you drink coffee?
Occasionally.
Okay. What's your mashup? Like, cause me, I do a little cream, I do a little sugar. You know what I'm saying? What's your little formula? What's your potion for your coffee?
Me, I like cream and sugar with mine.
What flavor cream are you using? Wait, are you using powder creamer? Can't just say powder because you get in trouble. You using powder creamer or you using the liquid creamer?
I use milk.
Milk?
That's just milk. That's just me, though.
When I don't have the creamer, I use milk too. But I'm on this French vanilla. The light French vanilla.
Okay.
And sometimes I get me some hazelnut and some French vanilla, mix it together. Just a little bit of both, and then do my coffee, a little sugar. Got me a cappuccino. But Zach, we talking Tennessee, man. We talking Tennessee. Reality or reach? Do you think Tennessee, with this schedule that they have, can be 11-1?
Hang on 1 second. I'll get with you on that. I gotta let my dog out.
All right, but while Zach let his dog out, because the dog I heard him acting up. Chat, I'm gonna get to y'all comments. 1 second, let me see. Reality or reach? Reality or reach? Talk to me. Reality or reach? Chat. Georgia overrated, but they beat in Tennessee. You think so, Steven? I don't know, man. I don't know. I really think Tennessee is going to have a solid squad. Tennessee honestly should have had Georgia last year. Same with Auburn. Should have had them last year. What else? What else? Reality or reach? Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me see. OSU running game going to be really good. Nah. Jordan Campbell says 10-2. Where's the second loss? You think in Georgia is going to be that second loss? I really feel like if Tennessee, if we somehow lose to Tennessee we will see Tennessee again in the SEC championship, and that will be their first loss. They're going to be a playoff team. I think Tennessee's going to be a solid playoff team, right? Zach, you back?
I'm back.
Okay, my fault. I had turned the volume down so we didn't have to. But yeah, Zach, what reality or reach? Talk to me. I got Jordan Campbell in the chat saying 10-2. You know, he had them losing to us in Georgia. I got Bino saying 8-4.
You know, Tennessee's Tennessee, so you know, I can see where they can go. I can see where it could be a reality, but I could also see where it could be a reach. You know, because yes, Tennessee has had good teams the last few, you know, since I'm going to say since 2022.
Mm-hmm.
But that also depends on how well Nico performs, and is his first season starting. Is it too much for him?
Man, listen. What's if you had to pick like games for sure that you feel like Tennessee is really just they're gonna drop the ball on. Give me two games that it when they show up, a game that they're supposed to win. What's a game that they're supposed to win? That's how I word it. A game that they're supposed to win that you can see them dropping the ball on.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And I said that earlier, and it's because of how early it is in the season. What's your reasons behind it?
Well, Oklahoma is going to surprise some people this year because Oklahoma has a good team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Brent Venables has a good thing going. He's bringing Oklahoma up not only on the defensive side of the ball, but also the offensive side, which is surprising to people because he is a defensive-minded coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like Nick was. You know, and so I could see where, you know, because it's early in the season where they're still figuring out who they're going to be, you know, and Nico kind of has a off game, you know, and so, you know, I could see, you know, Oklahoma surprising them.
Yeah.
And, you know, so that's one. Kentucky is my second game that they could go in and drop the ball against because Mark Stoops has had Kentucky rising, not declining.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's not crazy leaps and bounds. It's not crazy. It's just consistently Kentucky football is consistently getting better. One year they start off 4-0. The next year they start off 5-0. Next year they start off 6-0. I think last year was kind of a struggle. They had a lot of injuries last year. But Stoops has done a great job during his tenure over at Kentucky. Like he's one of those coaches that kind of get overlooked because he's at Kentucky. Because if Stoops was if he was at Florida, there would be a lot of talk about him being one of the top coaches in college football right now. But I even at Kentucky, I see what he's doing as far as developing players. That's why you see him every 2 or 3 years. Kentucky makes like a big push. They make like a heavy push early in the season. It's just about not being able to get that depth, you know. But with portal, I guarantee you Kentucky is about to start looking like a different program with the portal, with NIL and the portal being a factor of things now.
Right, and I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kentucky's starting to get some good players in to make up for their lack of depth.
Mm-hmm.
And just if they could get some good depth in recruiting and the transfer portal, then
Right.
they would, be able to compete with the Alabamas and Georgias and Tennessees, of college football,
Yep. But yeah, man. So Zach, I'm gonna open the floor for you, and we got about 3 minutes. I'm gonna open the floor for you. What's the schedule? What's the team that you want to kind of take a shot at today as a Bama fan? We kind of taking shots at everybody and their schedules in the SEC. What's the team that you want to take a shot at and look at their schedule real quick and really get them the harsh reality of what their season gonna be looking like?
Well, I hate to, I'm gonna have to think for a second. I would say Ohio State, but if we're keeping it
Nah, we could talk
SEC,
Ohio State. I'm glad you said it. Let me pull up Ohio State schedule so we can continue to just take shots at our sister that we love so much, Ebony, and her love for this trash of a program, man. This just dumpster juice of a program that refuses to schedule any type of competitive type of schedule. Like they just refuse. They just refuse to go out and play real teams. So let's talk about it. Since you're here, Zach, I'm not gonna force this conversation on you. You said it. You the one said it, not me. You got Akron, Western Michigan, Marshall, right? Michigan State,
right?
Iowa. Oregon is the first team that comes in and it is going to give you a test. Nebraska at home. Penn State, you got to go to Penn State. Might be interesting. You're Ohio State. Purdue, back at home. Northwestern. Who? Right? Indiana, back at home. Michigan, back at home. So, reality or reach, Zach? Does Ohio State go undefeated this year? Reality or reach?
I'm gonna go with reality,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a but. That Oregon and Michigan game, both of them could be interesting games because both of them, are going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
Because the last time, both with both teams, the last time Ohio State played both teams, they lost to them.
Right.
So, and I kind of want them to go undefeated so we can possibly see them in the playoffs. And I'm going to be petty for a minute.
Go ahead. Give me a petty.
I want to see Jalen Milroe run over Caleb
Downs. I said the same. I ain't gonna lie. I watched the USF game the other day, and I watched what's the young man's name from USF, the running back? I forget his name. Something Wright, Daquan Wright. And watch him run Caleb Downs over, and I said, man, I would love to see either Justice Haynes or Jalen Milroe or even Richard Young. I would love to see one of them like run, or Kendrick Law.
Or Jam Miller.
Or Jam. You get what I'm saying? I would love to see one of them just run. And not hating on Caleb, but just that would put a stamp on what Alabama is about when you call yourself turning and leaving us. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you?
Right.
How could you? Caden Proctor, y'all seen Caden Proctor's statement? Leaving Bama was the worst decision he's made in his life. He said that.
Right.
It was no secret about it. We talked about it. I knew he felt that way. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. But reality to reach, Ohio State going undefeated, I think it's a reach. I think they, like you said, I think as much as they paid for that roster, they're going to blow those teams out that they're supposed to blow out. They're going to start off, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-0. They're going to start off 5-0. Dan Lanning and that Oregon defense, they're going to come into this conference and they're going to really change the landscape of it. I'm telling you. So they lose to Oregon. Nebraska comes in. Nebraska might test them defensively. I just don't see what Nebraska is bringing back on the offense. Their offensive line is experienced. They don't have no elite skill players, though, like the wide receiver position, the running back position. Maybe they develop some before they get to Ohio State. They playing them at home. Penn State might be a funny one. They always seem to get up to play Ohio State. And then I really got Michigan and Ohio State game actually being a rivalry game again this year. I really do. And
Right.
I think Ohio State run game is going to probably present a few more problems this year. But I think Michigan brings
Right.
back enough in that interior and in front on that defense to where they could slow that thing down. And we're gonna really see what's his name? Is it Will Howard is the quarterback at Ohio State right now? Is it Will Howard?
That's what
AAA?
I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Will Howard. Because I mean, yes, did he have a good career at Kansas State? Yes, but he was
Mediocre. He was he was good for
mediocre.
Kansas State. He was good for Kansas State. I don't think that translates to Ohio State as much as everybody thinks it will. And but he does have a solid offensive coordinator and Chip Kelly being there.
Right.
Very, very, very great offensive mind in the college in the coaching ranks, not just college, but coaching as a whole. Chip Kelly, offensively, you trust him with your offense. If Ryan Day really trusts Chip Kelly, this might be a dangerous team, but we're talking Ryan Day here, Mr. Fake quarterback guru, developer, whatever he want to call himself these days. But yeah, Zach, you know what time it is.
Oh, I do.
You know what time it is. And because you was a little shaky 2 days ago, you came back yesterday. I want to see where you at today. So we ain't got no requests. We want to hear the voice of Zach Wilges and the heart of Z, the voice of the community. People, AAA family, you have Zach. Take it away, brother.
Just chilling on the dirt road, laid back, swerving like I'm George Jones.
Come on.
Oh,
Smoke blowing out the window and nice cold beer.
Cold Dr. Pepper all in the car.
Oh, no, he did a remix. Memory lane up in the headlights. Yes, sir.
Got me reminiscing on them good times.
Come on. I'm turning out the real ad driving. That's right. I'm hitting easy street on mud tires. Hallelujah. Zach, that's a good one, man. What you know about that Dirt Road anthem, boy?
Hey, that when I was a younger man back in my partying days, me and my friends, that's what we would do. About 10:30 at night, we'd hit the dirt road.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And ride the dirt road till the sun came up and go to bed, sleep, and then do it again the next night.
Listen, Zach, so when I was in Texas, that's when I got on that song, that Dirt Road anthem. I got on that song, and it was like so fitting for the Texas environment. You know, Texas being cowboy country, and you know, it's Texas is country, but they not like Southeast country like us. They not Southern country like us. They're a different type of country. They like more Western country, right? But they got some of the best, like open highway, open roads. Like you could literally get on those highways and ride in Texas and let the window down and put your shades on. You know, one of my friends, he used to have one of them Jeep Wranglers with the doors that come off, and we used to get on the road and head through Austin, get on the highway, head through Austin all the way down, go to Houston, like just ride. And that was one of them songs when we coming back from 6th Street. We used to be on that mud late at night, chilling on a dirt road. When I was out in the field in the military, that was one of the songs we used to get that fire going around the fire. That was one of the songs that used to be on the playlist. I'm telling you, man. So you picked a good one today, Zach.
Oh, yeah. I have a buddy that lives out there. He lives in Montgomery, Texas.
Yeah.
About 2 hours north of Houston. And so I go out there. Well, the last 2 or 3 years I went out there and visited him, you know, so I know about them, you know, the Texas highways.
Listen, I love them Texas highways, man. Ain't no speeding tickets on them highways, man. Look, Zach, you're getting reviews, man. Everybody say you redeemed yourself. We talked about that word yesterday. We talked about redemption. Or was that the day before? We talked about redemption. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Listen, Zach, you've been redeemed with that song selection. I ain't gonna lie. You got me hyped. I appreciate you, Zach, for calling in. Anything you want to say to the family before I let you go, man?
Just roll tide and have a great day, AAA family.
Man, you already know, Zach. I appreciate you, Zach, for calling in. Much love, my boy. You enjoy the rest of your day. And of course, what we always in the call with Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. Take care, Zach.
All right.
Yes, shout out to my boy Zach. Listen, I always give Zach that extended phone call time. He's a very intricate piece of this show. I don't care what y'all say. I felt it from the first time he called in. This is one of those things, man. I love interacting with my community. So while we're here, waiting for the next phone call to come in. I'm sorry, I had to reconnect my doggone cord. See, so what I got to get, and when I moved, I lost my little clamp. There's a little clamp that helps the cord stay out the way, because this connection right here is very like shifty to keep from breaking the prong. So I got to get a clamp for my cord to tie it across the mic stand so it can stay out the way of my feet. I got hiccups, coffee killing me, got water. But anyways, couple announcements while we wait for the next phone call to come in. Let me make sure I get the graphics up right. Can't be up here looking like a soup sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Let me share this right here, this bad boy here. And don't forget, y'all, RSVP for the first ever tailgate event down with the Coach Smook Network, the AAA fam, powered by the AAA fam, outside with Coach Smook. Tailgate party, September 28, 2024. Alabama versus Georgia. Tailgate, man. We're gonna have a time. I was able to get some more people locked in for this event, and shout out to the 601 call it. I'm gonna get to you right after these announcements. 601, I'm gonna get right to you after these announcements. Do not hang up. I'm getting right to you right after these announcements. Give me 2 seconds. So Alabama versus Georgia tailgate party. Can't wait to get to it. I'm telling you, we were talking about it again last night. We looking to get a space to where that's either that Friday night. I think we probably, you know what, that might be the deal. Instead of going to shrimp instead of just keeping it at shrimp basket, we take that mug to somewhere where we can do a bonfire the night before the Georgia Bama tailgate. As a matter of fact, we might mods. I might need y'all after the live, but don't forget the RSVP. My mods and everybody in the chat, they got links for you. You need a link. You should be able to exclamation space event. I think that's what it is. Exclamation space event. I think that's what the command is. So one of y'all can try it. Zach equals Coach Smook. So facts, Antoine. He definitely makes the show. I'm just here to host it. You get what I'm saying? I woke up hating OSU extra hard today. Gary. Y'all love getting that to our sister Ebony. You know what? And Ebony, when you here for that tailgate, hopefully you don't be too big time for us and you actually come hang with us instead of being stuck with like the Bama parents and stuff. As a matter of fact, you need to, Ebony, you're going to be our liaison. You're going to be the AAA liaison, and we're going to make this vote right now. Ebony, you're going to be the AAA liaison for the Bama parents. You're going to be the one that's going to be recruiting all the recruit parents, everybody. You're going to bring them to AAA fam. That's how you're going to help this network. And Ebony, I saw you. I'm going to call you after the show. I saw you. I'm going to call you after the show. Are you going to host a tailgate or watch party in the A for the SEC championship? For the SEC championship, we going to. Definitely for the SEC. Hey, Matt Farms, you did it. If y'all see this in the chat from Botrix, this is the link. Appreciate that, Matt. Appreciate that, Bino. This is the link. So if y'all see that link, if you haven't RSVP, go ahead and click it. We got a few slots left. I think it's like 6 left. We got 1 filled yesterday. We had only 4. Man, somebody had RSVP twice and didn't know it. So yeah, after party. Oh yeah, we doing watch parties. I'm a host. You know what? Great. Let's talk, man. Good idea. Let's talk. I want to utilize everybody in my community. Everybody wants to contribute to the network and the growth. I want to utilize you. Let me get to the rest of these announcements. I almost forgot I had somebody on the line waiting. And also, for that event and for every event, we're going to have a banner created. This is our AAA fan banner. We're continuing to add to it once again. As you continue to send your pictures in, please make sure you all see the pictures. You all see the quality of pictures that's being put on this banner. Gotta get everybody on the same page. But send your pictures. Make sure they're good pictures when the background is taken out of them, they don't look blotchy or they don't look faded. Listen, I think the picture of the banner right now, right here in the center. Shout out to Car Conversations. Look how beautiful my sister is, y'all. Look at the beautiful women right there, Nicole and Marquita, my mama and my sister right there. We got some beautiful ladies. Look at Caleb and his beautiful wife, man. Look at Mary J showing up. We got some beautiful women in the AAA fam, man. I'm telling y'all. Look at all these beautiful women down here. Look at all of them. Cole. Over the Cole. Look. KT. Marquita. All y'all. Sharice. That's Wade's old lady. You know what I'm saying? Look at Canada representing up here. You know what I'm saying? LaQuasia. Cindy. Spicy Janet. LaQuasia and her little twin. That's her daughter. A little twin. And then we finally got the new pics added. And y'all, if y'all want y'all pictures on the banner, mind you, this is the banner now. So if you shy, you don't want your picture on there, I respect that. But I would love to show you my appreciation from the network and from the fan. We want to make sure that you guys are being appreciated for what you do. And that's one of the ways that we're going to contribute. Don't forget, becoming a member of that AAA fam. I'm telling you that it has its perks, getting that VIP. But without further ado, we back on the phone lines, y'all. 6-on-1, you're on the line with Coach Smook. Who's calling? I think I know who it is because I'm starting to remember numbers. Is this Piano Man?
The one and only, have no fear, Piano Man is here. What up, Cole?
Man, you already know what time it is. Anytime we got Piano Man on the line, this is the perfect way to do the college segment. I'm telling y'all, you, Zach, and I know once the season starts, we're gonna have to open it up a little bit more. But I love this all-season phone call segments we have with the people, the regulars. I think y'all are really making the show. A lot of people call in. Man, it's Piano Man calling in today. Zach calling in. Coach Jay, Uncle Jay calling in. Who calling in? You know, everybody been asking where my brother been at, all that stuff. So to have you call in today, you saving the show again, Piano Man. How you feeling?
Hey, brother, I'm well. All is well. I just want you to know, bro, the boom boom room don't owe me nothing.
Oh man, listen, Piano. So I went to bed last night, right? I went to bed last night and I just could not believe, like, we literally, it felt like, and I don't know, everybody else that's in the chat, I want y'all to tell me too. When you left the Boomer Room last night, did you feel like you left like a midweek, like link up at the bar type vibe? You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't go to get towed up. You had a long day of work or you had a long day. So you meet up at the local bar, the hole in the wall bar that's not going to have a whole bunch of people, but everybody in there, you know, you ain't got to talk to everybody, but you know them because you see them in there and y'all having the happy hour drinks and it kind of get carried over into the night, the jukebox going, pool tables, all this stuff. Didn't it kind of feel like that? Bro,
you know what? When you put it like that, Coach, it makes you seem like, you know, you're on a episode of Cheers. You want to go where everybody know your name.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, it really felt good, man. I'm telling you, Davin Jones came in, look, didn't do a lot of talking. And it's crazy because that's what it is, man. A lot of people not going to come in there and want to be on the camera and do all that talking. They just want to be there for the vibes. When the music is going and we got our cups, we got our, our extracurriculars going, right? And it's a safe space. So when y'all come in there, just know anything you're doing, that's where it stay at. That's where it stay at. We'll joke about stuff, but we won't be we know folks got jobs, got public images and all that stuff. It's a judge-free zone. That's why we're very particular about who we allow into some of these parties. But I'm telling y'all.
Hey, it is what it is, bro. But I just want to let you know, brother, thank you for that boom boom room. And look, whenever it happened again, Piano Man gonna be right there with his Alabama cup in his hand.
Piano Man, you know who we got to make sure stay in there, though?
Yeah, Antoine.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna get, you know what? As a matter of fact, before we even jump into the conversation at hand, you had some words for Antoine today. You remember you said you had some words for him. Uncle Jay can't make it today. He ain't feeling too well. Y'all keep Uncle Jay in your prayers. He ain't feeling well this morning. Definitely go check in with him after the show. But Piano Man, you said you had some words for Antoine. Antoine is in the chat. Antoine,
I thought you was harder than that, brother. Now, look, you went down. You were like a man sinking in the sea last night, brother. All of a sudden, we were talking, and no Antoine. Now, the chat said that you said that your phone died. I believe that you died along with your phone. Man down.
Man down.
So, brother,
Lamb 30.
Man down. So, bro, Antoine, if you can't stay, look here. If it's too hot in that kitchen, don't come to the boom boom room, bro. We'll understand.
Antoine, we on you, dog. See, so the only reason, and for everybody that's kind of lost on Twitter, look, our Discord, that's where we have fun, y'all. The locker room is real off the wall. Like I said, we're opening the Rep Your Squad channel for straight football trash talk, right? Straight football trash talk. But the locker room is kind of like it's sporadic. You don't know what the conversation is going to be. You know, one day we talking about this, next day we talking about that, or 1 minute we talking about this, the next thing. A lot of conversations that's being had in the locker room, and we might have to create another room. We're going to start sharing our meals because y'all know your boy love to eat. I want to do a channel where you just post pictures of your meal, what you eating today. Like that's something that I think everybody will chime in on, and that could just create more value. And we could start doing segments where we look at meals, everybody's meals. So the community, you guys' response to the community and what we're doing in it is the reason why we're so driven to keep doing creating things. But yeah, Antoine, we definitely got your number. Next time you host a party, you're gonna have strict security to where when you talking about you gotta go to the bathroom or something, you can't leave the room. You gotta leave your phone up. As a matter of fact, phone lives matter. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that phone lives matter? Auntie Janet and all them when my phone died on the live. Time to replace me. Put Antoine there because he talking about his phone died last night. You could have plugged it up and came back. We stayed in that mode till midnight.
Man, we was on like folks, man.
But listen, man, dive into the conversation before we get ready to close out the show today.
Got you, bro.
Piano Man,
Tennessee. You were talking about Tennessee, right?
We don't have to talk about Tennessee if you don't want to, but that was the subject at hand.
I want to keep it at Tennessee and graduate somewhere. I'm going somewhere with this. Okay.
All right, take it on, preacher.
When you think about Tennessee, when I think about Tennessee, they talk all this smack, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
They're basing it on 1 year that they lucked out a win on us, and they didn't have a defense. We put up a lot of points, and then our defense fell down the stretch.
Yeah.
Come back last year, they had a 21-point lead on us, and they couldn't score again. We scored on offense, defense, and special teams. We did it to them. Now we come this year, and so they're coming with basically this brand new system. So here we go. The difference between us and Tennessee is basically nothing minus the coaching. That's going to be it. But Tennessee is still going to be suspect on defense. Tennessee is going to be iffy on offense. So with that being said, I think you said 10-1. That's a reach.
Oh.
That's a real reach. You asked Zach earlier, what game did he think would be the difference maker in the Tennessee game? I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to step way out there. I might sink, but hey, that's what faith is for. I can swim, bro.
Yes, sir.
And here we go. I believe North Carolina State is going to upset Tennessee.
Ooh.
First of all,
hold on, Piano Man. I gotta get a sound effect. Let's rewind. And I want you to restate that statement because I'm gonna put something behind it that's gonna really make this clip go fire. Go ahead. Say what you said again about Tennessee.
I believe, and I'm gonna say it real slow because in the words of the old folks, I can chew my cabbage twice. Here we go. Tennessee will lose to North Carolina State. I think that's the game to watch.
I love it. I love a hot take like that, y'all. We got us a hot take on the live, man. We got a hot take on the line. And break it down. What's North Carolina State showing you that they could possibly upset Tennessee? Because that is the first. That's like the first real match of the season. That's that first real test of the season.
That's their second game. Listen, sometimes it's not who you play, it's when you play them.
Yes.
Both teams now are going to be sort of getting their feet wet. North Carolina State, if I am not mistaken, they have 5 starters on offense coming back and 5 starters on defense coming back. That's pretty cool for standards of a North Carolina team in the ACC.
Right.
But what I'm going to get at is, here's the catch. Both Tennessee both North Carolina are both starting new quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. So it's going to be the tale of which quarterback is going to show up, which quarterback, which defense is going to play well, but which quarterback is going to produce for his team. So with that being said, I'm going to have to take the hot take North Carolina State. Why? They're not playing in North Carolina, but they're not playing in Tennessee either. They're playing in South Carolina. They're playing in Charlotte.
Yeah.
My bad. They're playing in Charlotte. That's basically a home game.
Mm-hmm.
Give me North Carolina State in that game. I think North Carolina State will upset them. Then that will bring Tennessee down to size a little bit, and then let the rest of the season chips fall where they may.
Okay. And so this is something that I want to dive into, because not only did I say this would be a good test for Tennessee, and I'm right there, which I don't think Tennessee loses to them, but I think North Carolina State shows a lot of other teams. They expose Tennessee's weaknesses early in the season, like kind of like what Texas did to us. Texas showed everybody else last year, attack our safeties. If you can attack our safeties and our interior with the run game, if you can find success in those two areas as an offense, you can really have your number with our defense. If you can get your quarterback outside of the tackles and get him moving in space, you're going to give Alabama problems. That's what people saw early when they saw us lose to Texas, and we had to grow and develop and create different adjustments and make different adjustments to adjust to that. But not everybody's going to be able to adjust like Coach Saban and Kevin Steele would. So I look at North Carolina State, and I looked at their offense. They have a graduate transfer senior coming in as being projected as a starter. You're talking about a neutral site game with an experienced quarterback, and you look at the offensive line. A lot of young guys mixed in on that offensive line. Not young guys necessarily like in school, but these guys haven't seen a lot of reps, but they've been in this program for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You got two.
Exactly.
You got a redshirt sophomore there. You got another graduate transfer. A graduate senior starting on that line. You got a graduate senior transfer coming on that side. You got a redshirt junior that's been there. That's basically a senior. You got another graduate transfer here at the offensive line. So how quick those guys mesh doesn't really matter in week 2 of the season. That's experience there. That's just a mentality there. You can make adjustments in the game. You look at the wide receiver room, a lot of talent, transfers coming in from everywhere in that wide receiver room. Somebody that we need to keep our name out, our ears out for is Noah Rogers, the redshirt freshman transfer. He's a sophomore. This kid just came to North Carolina State. They went out and got this kid. He was actually being recruited by North Carolina State before he graduated. I mean, when coming out of high school. Should have been there last year. Didn't take his chance to be there last year. Is going to come back this year. And I think they got some high hopes for this kid. Defensively, one of the most experienced defenses in the ACC. Talk about it.
And watch this. And let's go back to the offense. But they got that Kevin Concepcion. That's the dude that you're talking about. Kevin Concepcion. And as a projected starter, they already have, what's his name? Noah Rogers.
Noah Rogers.
They already have Noah Rogers as a projected starter as a freshman. That ought to tell you how good the dude is. And so then they got this other guy named Terrell Anderson.
Yep.
And then they got this other quarterback who's 6'6", lightweight, 185, but 6'6", CJ Bailey. That's why I'm telling you, keep your eye on that game. I'm not saying that Tennessee, I believe North Carolina State will upset them, but Tennessee is beatable in that game. Neutral site, away from home. Looking at the defense, they got that dude Van, they got Beatty, they got Aiden White, Boykin, and Brown. All of those are returning starters.
Yes.
So that's why
juniors and seniors
on offense, 5 on defense. North Carolina State gonna play them boys, man.
I'm telling you, and this free safety Donovan Kaufman. I'm telling you, that I think Kaufman came from was it VCU? What was the school, man? Oh, was it Old Dominion? It was one of those schools, man. And he came from might have been Liberty. It was one of the smaller schools that was getting a lot of buzz this past season. And Donovan Kaufman is going to be a staple on the back end of this defense. They put their most senior guy most experienced guy at the free safety position because they got a lot of talent, a lot of veteran talent underneath that hasn't had been able to see the field a lot. You look at their linebacker room is probably the youngest room on the starters is probably the youngest guys on the field, and you're talking about 2 sophomores there. Like, this is an experienced defense. You don't have a freshman problem or a young team problem this year with North Carolina State. And to not to get off subject, but not only did I, but there was a few panelists. I don't know if y'all remember on the Round the Table Sports with Ty Hayes. We all had North Carolina State being the dark horse, one of those teams to watch in the ACC to pull it off. So for you to say that, for them to come in early and push Tennessee, I feel like that'll be a game. Now, I'm not going to agree with you and say that they're going to beat them. It's possible. Everybody can be beat. I think Tennessee just has a little bit too much on the offensive side with Nico, and their offensive line is going to be solid. Tennessee's offensive line is going to be solid. North Carolina State is going to have to play a lights out offensive game. Their defense is going to do enough. Their defense is going to give them opportunities, but the offense is really where they're going to have to figure it out. That quarterback, what does he do against this defensive front of Tennessee, the pass rushers Tennessee? You know, what is this experienced O-line? How do they respond to being not necessarily just experienced O-line, but how do they deal with an experienced defensive line, an aggressive play calling defensive coordinator over at Tennessee? You know, these are things that are yet to be seen, and I think it shapes up for a great matchup, just like you said, Piano Man. Great call, man. Great take. I'm gonna make sure I clip that. I already hit the B button to make sure we mark that so we can clip that. That's gonna be a post today, y'all. Y'all could bank that. Piano Man.
Yes, sir.
Next, what else you got for us? We talked about Tennessee. Did you get your final results as far as they record that year?
Tennessee, I say 9-3.
9-3, realistic. I can see that. I think that's a successful season for Tennessee, honestly.
9-3. I do believe Georgia will beat them. Like I said, once again, it's not so much who you play, but when you play them. I would have taken Tennessee if they were playing Georgia early. That's the reason why I like Alabama. Well, I like Alabama chances against Georgia. I don't give a hoot if we play them on February the 14th. We'll beat them. We're in their head like that. But Tennessee, on the other hand, I believe that Georgia's going to beat them. Let me see. I'm looking at the schedule now. And I also believe that Oklahoma game, because it is a bona fide away game, I believe that Venables, because he's a defensive guru like Coach Saban was, I believe that that's going to be the difference maker in that game, because both of those teams, both Oklahoma and Tennessee, are starting new quarterbacks that now Jackson Wright, cool quarterback and everything, but this is going to be something different this go rip than playing in the SEC. So that's going to be one of those toss-up games, but I'm going to give that edge to Oklahoma simply because they're playing at home. And that's all I'm giving it to them.
That's what everybody's banking on with Oklahoma. I don't think, Oklahoma's offense to me has more questions than they have answers. And Jason came on, he broke down Oklahoma's roster, and looking at their roster, man, if Oklahoma is going to have to depend on their run game, I don't see them being as explosive enough to beat the likes of a Tennessee team. Now, what I will say is this: Nico and his few starts I think he had 2 starts last year as a freshman. Nico in those games, he got like pressure was sent. You get what I'm saying? He got attacked, and to be in that moment, to be in that space, and not have everything available in front of you as far as your starting line, all your starting receivers available that have been playing all season. Like, I think he handled it pretty well. He didn't play the best game, but I think he handled it pretty well. This is a coach's son you're talking about. A lot of people had that thought against Bryce. You see that first year with Bryce, first few weeks, people was blitzing like crazy. Thought they was going to be able to confuse the young guy. And he ate him up. 8 teams up the first 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks of his first year as a full-time starter. I think Nico has the same trajectory. Brett Venables, I think, is experienced enough, but that Oklahoma defense on the back end, man, is where we're going to see them tested. And if I have to put Tennessee wide receiver corp against that secondary, I'm taking Tennessee. And you talking about Squirrel, right? You talking about Brew McCoy, those two alone are two guys that can really, they can be a 1-2 punch, a solid 1-2 punch, especially in the SEC. Oklahoma at home in the SEC, I don't think they have the same. I don't think they get the SEC feel this year. I think this is their welcoming year. And they're gonna Oklahoma's gonna have a solid year. I say Oklahoma 8-4, 9-3. That's a solid year for Brett. That's a solid year for Brett. It coming into the SEC. But that Tennessee game, I think the first 6 weeks of the season are going to be more exciting than the final 6. Put it like that. And that's across the board for the SEC. I think the first 6 weeks are really going to be a question every week for a majority of the SEC. And I'm talking maybe 3 on down to 14. The 14 teams that's in the SEC, the ones that are like their 3 to 9 range. I won't say 14, 3 to 10 range. The last 4 teams in the SEC, we'll know who they are quick, right? We'll know that 3 to 10, those spots right there. That's going to be interesting to watch those competitions develop and how they transpire.
Well, you know what else? And when you look at it that way, it's just June. As the season goes on, and we, starting in August, and then we going through the September run and everything, we'll probably revisit this again. I might be them change my mind by then, but I'm just saying that as I just look at it right now, Coach, I'm just going on what I'm going on, but I'm still going to keep that hot take of North Carolina upsetting Tennessee right there. And then right quick, Ohio State, you know what? Their schedule favors them. Again, I hope them in Oregon, I wish they would. I wish Oregon and Ohio State would end in a tie because I don't like neither one of them myself. But on the real deal, Ohio State's schedule is going to favor them, and they playing who's before them. You can't get mad about that. So, but I believe that they're going to be a little bit too much for Oregon.
Man, you being real nice today. You being real optimistic today. I'm gonna tell you, man.
They're gonna be too much.
Yeah,
be too much for Oregon. I'm gonna tell you why. I know Oregon got Jabbar Muhammad. They got a couple of other guys off of defense. Where Oregon will struggle this year will be on offense. Yeah, they got that Dylan Gabriel guy, but he's still new in the system.
You know what? Okay. This is where we're gonna argue it. This is where we're gonna debate, and I'm glad you said that. And we got time today. We got time today. We started the show early. We got an extra hour on the show, basically. But listen, Piano Man, this system that Oregon is adapting to this year is something that Dylan Gabriel came out of high school with. And this is me going and doing my little research. His high school offensive coordinator was I think is either on support staff or he was part of some type of circle to where when they came and they started, making adjustments last year in Oregon's offense for Bo Nix, Dylan Gabriel's offensive coordinator, pass game coordinator, was on the Oregon staff. So there's a lot of familiarity with this offensive scheme. The thing I think Oregon gets the edge, and I'm going to pass it back to you. I think Oregon gets the edge over Ohio State because of the wide receiver additions Oregon just added. You got to think they got Evan Stewart too this year. They got Evan Stewart. And then they also just came, and we were bragging about Peyton Woodyard being able to play right now day one in the SEC. He's over at Oregon now too in that secondary with Jabbar Muhammad and a lot of guys that they bringing back from last year with Oregon. That Oregon defense was solid last year. Ohio State is going to have to find a stride early. And Will Howard is not a clutch quarterback. He played good at Kansas State, but that was built off of the run game, using the tight ends a lot. He's going to have to spread that ball around with those wide receivers. He's going to be expected to spread it around. Can't he do it? His arm strength has always been a problem for me. His accuracy under pressure has always been a problem for me. And with guys like that in the secondary for Oregon, you can't afford to have the issues that he's had traditionally when he was at Kansas State. Yes, he's going to Ohio State, going to have a better run game to depend on. What's that offensive line going to look like with Seth McLaughlin snapping? We don't know. We saw what he did for us. So I think the edge goes to Oregon because of defense, but their offense is going to be just as explosive as we've known it to be in the past.
Well, I got that, and I will agree with you. But there's a little term you were using, the familiarity, right? But there's a little saying, Coach, familiarity breeds contempt.
Oh,
Now, you
Lord.
can be so familiar with somebody that sometimes that mess just don't work all the time. So here we go. The reason that I'm going to pick Ohio State in
Yep.
that particular game is for one reason. Is for the opposite reason of what you said. I believe that Ohio State's defense is going to hurt Oregon's offense. Why? Because of everything that you said, what Will Howard struggles with, and they're going to expose that part. And that's why Ohio State will beat them. All because, and then watch and see now, on the Ohio State, on that Ohio State end of it, that's going to be a quarterback change.
Yeah.
Their defense is going to pull them through for the first couple of games, and then there will be a quarterback switch, and then maybe you might be able to talk a little better, favorable about Ohio State. I still won't like them.
Yeah.
But at this juncture, I believe that Ohio State's defense is going to be the difference maker in that game, and they're going to put some pressure on Dylan Gabriel enough to win the game.
Okay. Look, I can't
That's
wait,
how I
man.
see it.
I can't wait. I think this college football season, with all the changes, with the new playoff structure, the playoff format, I think this season just became a lot more interesting. And instead of getting into week 8 and week 9 and kind of like teams tapping out, and like the Auburn fans like to do when week 7 and week 8 come around, they kind of get quiet and disappear. Now, because of the 12-team playoff, we'll have a lot more fan bases talking a lot more trash, which is going to make for a lot more content, a lot better interaction, right? And now they don't get to go into hiding. You still got a chance. It's 12 spots out there. You should be talking to at least week 10. I mean, if you worth something, if your team worth something, you should be talking to at least week 10. Give us a little entertainment, a little amusement for the Bama fan base as you continue to hopelessly believe that your team can somehow or another be just as good as our Crimson Tide. But we all know the truth, and we all invite that entertainment. So, yeah, Piano Man, appreciate the conversation, man. Anything you want to say to the people before I let you go?
One last thing. This is one last take.
Go ahead.
I want to say to all our haters out there, whether you a Bama hater, a Smook hater, a Piano Man hater, an Antoine hater, it don't matter to us. Here's said that Coach Caden DeBoer could not recruit the South. Y'all said that Courtney Morgan, his influence would not be anything, because they know nothing about the South. Well, the last I looked, we just got who everybody wanted in Elon Russell. And the good thing about it is, Coach Smook, we're just getting started.
Getting started.
Wow.
Hey,
we're just getting started.
We're just getting started, Jesus.
We're just getting started. So I just want to say to all our haters, the Bama haters, keep hating. For the Smith haters, keep your heart out. Now listen up. Because between Bama and this AAA network, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yes.
You're going to be begging us for our autograph. You're going to be begging us for our just a referral just to get you another job, simply because of who we know, what we know, how we walk, the way we walk, and when we walk. So I end my call with this. Brother, we don't just talk football, we talk faith. I'm Piano Man, and I'm out.
Yes, Lord.
Roll Tide.
We about to shout in this thing, y'all. We really about to shout in this thing, y'all. Piano Man that took us to church again, y'all. Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Jesus. Roll Tide. Roll Tide, y'all. Piano Man always taking us in, y'all. Piano Man always taking us in, y'all. Every time. Y'all know once that music come on, he get to preaching, we get to going in, y'all. We get to going in. Shout out to Piano Man for the closing remarks and the words of encouragement. The doors of the community church is open. The doors of the community church. And as we open the doors of the church, we invite Deacon
Uncle Jay
to the stage.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I tied that up pretty good. What's up, Uncle Jay? I hope you heard your intro, man. That was pretty cool. Look, I said, Uncle Jay, how you feeling this morning?
I've seen some better days.
Listen, you got
But I'm here.
you here. That's all that
here.
matters. We happy to have you here too, Unc. You know, I don't be liking to hear when my uncle ain't feeling good. That ain't normal. We gotta what you need. What you need us to come down there and do. You know we got some
Oh, no,
everybody everywhere. We come down there and
I'm
get you now.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna my take this morning is pretty easy. I'm picking Florida. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Hold on. Let me pull the Florida schedule up because this the one we kind of like we bring out the casket. We get the pallbearers ready for this event.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You know, I was talking yesterday about two coaches that I see that's probably gonna be changing after next year or the year after that. But this coach, Florida coach, this is his last year.
Oh Lord.
He may not make it through the whole season. Because way I see Florida schedule, you know, without going into all of the roster and all that, just looking at the team that they got to play, I see Florida probably going 5-7 this year.
Man, you know, usually I ask for the losses. Let's ask for the wins. Who is Florida beating this year? So
okay.
We'll start it off with this. I got the schedule up now. August 31st, they kick the season off with Miami. Is that a win for Florida?
I think that's a win for Florida.
Okay, that's one.
Stanford to be 2.
A&M.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Even at home?
No, they ain't gonna beat A&M.
Okay.
I don't care if they playing at home. They can play on the back street. They ain't gonna beat A&M. No.
They can play in the backyard and they still ain't beating them, Uncle Jay. That's what you're saying?
No, they can play in their own backyard. They ain't gonna beat
Mississippi State.
And Mississippi State. I'm giving them Mississippi State, but that's questionable too because they could lose that game as well.
So 3-1 to start in the first 4 weeks of the season.
I think they'll beat UCF.
You know what, Uncle Jay? I got to stop you there. I think UCF will be the team to beat in Florida this year. UCF will be the team of Florida, the state of Florida, and that's over Florida State too. That's over Florida State too. I think UCF is the team to watch in the state of Florida.
They got a good team, but the only reason I give them that game is because they playing at home, really.
Man, I'm gonna do you like I did Piano Man on the last call. This is one. If I had to bank on a hot take, I think UCF beats Florida this season at home.
Okay.
So you got them. You right now. You got Florida right now. 1, 2, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1 in the first 5 weeks. Now, this is the part of the schedule I think you was ready to get to.
Okay. I mean, they 4-1. It's hard to see them winning any more games.
Tennessee
on the rest of this. Tennessee. I don't know how Tennessee is going to be this year because their team is going to be a little bit different this year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know. They playing in Tennessee, and that's questionable. That's why I say. But other than Tennessee, I think Kentucky gonna beat them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Georgia's gonna beat them.
Mm-hmm.
I know Texas gonna beat them.
Texas gonna blow them out. Texas probably gonna put up 40 on them boys.
Ole Miss is gonna beat them. And Florida State spent a lot of money, but that's the other possibility that I gave them to give them the 5 wins right there.
That game at the end of the season, the regular season for Florida is going to be huge because one, Florida State has a lot of transfer guys that came to Florida State to solidify their draft stock or to build their draft stock, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
And you look at the talent that they got. Florida State has a schedule too that's favorable for them. They should be able to get through the season pretty healthy, like they did last year. And Florida, they'll just be too much for Florida. That's a rivalry game. You got a lot of kids that are from that state that are at Florida State now. They understand the meaning of this game, right? Same thing with Miami. I'm gonna say this, Uncle Jay. You said Florida beat Miami. I beg to differ. I think Miami might be the first team to really solidify everybody's thoughts on Florida. And that'll be one of the.
In that event, they ain't gonna win but 3 games.
That's what I'm saying. Florida could go 3-9 this year. Florida can go 3-9 now. So I'm gonna do this just for conversation. Say you go 1-1, you go 1-2, you go to A&M and you lose, then you come to Mississippi State and you win that one. You 2-2 before you go see UCF. UCF comes in and upsets you. That's 2-3. Tennessee comes in and you got to go to Tennessee. That's why I said they're going to lose to Tennessee. You got 2-4. Kentucky comes in off of momentum. You might sneak past Kentucky being at home. There goes your 3. What's that? 3-4 now. 1.
Yeah.
3-4 at that point. You got Georgia, Texas, LSU. Those are all your losses. So you're 3-7 there, right? And then you got Ole Miss, 3-8.
They're not gonna beat Ole Miss.
That's what I'm saying. You're 3-8 at home. You're gonna lose to Ole Miss, LSU at home. You got to go to Texas. You got the cocktail festival, right? The biggest cocktail party in the world in Jacksonville against Georgia. That rivalry game, Georgia coming in and spanking that. You know what? What would y'all be more happy about? Just to kind of get off topic, would us as a Bama fan base be happy about Georgia losing to a trash Florida team after losing to us, or will we be happy about Georgia smacking Florida?
You're not asking me that question, are you?
I'm asking you.
you know Georgia is the one team that I don't care. They can play like I said, they can play a team like Rice, and I would pull for Rice.
Yeah.
I mean, I want anybody to beat Georgia. Okay. Georgia, Tennessee, and Auburn. Who they play, I would pull for them to lose.
Yes.
I don't know who to play. You know what I'm saying?
Every time, man. Every time.
I despise.
And
because
go
one
ahead.
reason with Georgia is because people are trying to build Georgia up to be so much. You know what I'm saying? They already trying to say that Kirby Smart is going to eclipse what Coach Saban is doing, and I refuse to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know he's not going to coach as long as Coach Saban did, and he's already said that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he don't look like he gonna make it that long. The way he looking, Kirby need to get that gym membership, man.
When you look at how college football has changed, it's going to be harder for him to do it than Coach Saban did anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because now it's no longer to where you're recruiting players and developing all of these players, because these players they make a commitment to you, and then somebody else wave a little money in their face and say, "Hey, you ain't got to wait to play here.
Right?
Come, we'll pay you and you'll play." You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So the playing field is going to be leveled off a lot more now, which is going to make it harder for him to win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't even think they're going to be as good as people think they are this year. I really don't. They building them up to be the king of the hill right now, and I don't think they're going to be the king of the hill. I still say Alabama is right there with them. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think Alabama's going to bring them down to reality. You know what I'm saying? When they play Alabama and they lose, that's going to really hurt their feeling, and it might just throw them off rail. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So,
you know what? I agree with you like 98%. I think the Alabama loss, the loss to us from Georgia, is what's going to have them turn on the switch. But I'm telling you, rivalry games in the SEC, you cannot factor in anything that happened the week before. We learned that with Auburn and New Mexico State game last year. I know for a fact, and I was part of that group. I was part of that percentage of the fan base that was making all the New Mexico State jokes, and we literally needed a 4th and 31 to beat Auburn. And mind you, some of them calls and things that were happening in that game were very uncharacteristic. I feel like we were playing against the refs in Jordan-Hare as always. You know how it is. It's that weird spot where Georgia experienced it themselves, going into Jordan-Hare. So I think rivalry games, especially for Florida, Georgia, that game is, you never know. And what's the narrative for the past few years has been Florida doesn't have depth. And they've also went into this Georgia game with a lot of key injuries the last few years. If they can get into this game with this roster, and the thing is, Florida has a lot of talent. It's just unproven talent. A lot of unproven talent all across that roster. DJ Lagway, is that the quarterback starting for them this year? Is DJ Lagway supposed to be the quarterback at Florida? Somebody fact check me. I think, man, and if they can get that kid rolling the way his athleticism, how he can throw the ball, move in the pocket, his off-platform accuracy, like I was talking about with Keelan Robinson, they can do something with those athletes. The O-line probably be a struggle bus the whole year again. Having high moments, but you show up to play those big dogs. A lot of these teams like Florida, Ole Miss, Tennessee, they show up to play Kentucky. They show up to play the big dogs. When they show up to play Alabama or Georgia, they show up to play us. LSU, they show up to play.
Yeah. Lagway is Florida quarterback this year.
That's a kid. Don't forget, Saban was high on Lagway too. When Saban is high on quarterback, it's some value there. He was high on Bryce. He was high on AJ. When he got AJ McCarron in that class, he was high on Tua. You remember Coach Saban went for these quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts, he went and got Jalen Hurts. So I need y'all to pay attention to that DJ Lagway kid, man. And if, like you said, if Napier can muster out 4 wins, Uncle Jay, he might be able to keep his job.
But I think Napier is going to be more nervous than anything already. Looking at his schedule, I mean, he's a decent coach, but I think that his schedule is going to scare him, really. I mean, he might make a hiccup just being on the edge of worrying about his job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think 3 quarterbacks that's going to move in the next 3 years. This is my prediction. A lot of times I'm right. Deion Sanders, and it ain't going to be because he want to leave, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And Napier, because he gonna get smoked this year as far as the schedule.
I feel sorry for him, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. I feel sorry for Billy Napier this year. Like that's not a situation you want any coach in. And Napier is a good dude, man. He's a good dude overall. But this is a horrible situation for him to be in with this schedule.
Well, Hugh Freeze, the thing about Auburn, they hired coach. I know Nick Saban is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn not like to lose to Alabama. And Alabama is going to demolish Auburn this year, okay? I mean, they're going to demolish him, really. And I think he's going to have a pretty decent season, but I think he can't play. He can coach, but the players, they just don't seem to play up to the big teams like they should, to me. Auburn always has a problem with, except when Cam Newton was there. I mean, they don't play up to their talent most of the time. That's just my opinion.
I feel you, Uncle Jay. Listen. We don't talk offline as much about football like we used to when I first came into this side of the industry. But the thing is, we talk enough football around each other as a family, as a community, to where it's not hard to relate the topics. And I think that's what makes this channel different from some of the others. You got a lot of logical football takes and talks, whether they're on the same path as far as like projection or whatever, results. But even when it's opposite views, it makes sense to listen. So you ain't got no argument for me. I really, like you said, this Florida schedule, probably the worst we're going to see in the league this year. And it's sad to say that because Billy Napier, I feel like, and I feel like, and maybe I'm different, but some coaches aren't meant to be head coaches. Some coaches, to me, are meant to be great offensive coordinators, great defensive coordinators, and that's what their career should be built around. As much as you want to get elevated, some people just need to accept that they're great coordinators. They're not good team managers. That's what head coaches are. You have to be able to manage teams. You have to be able to be insightful on both sides of the ball, or be smart enough to hire somebody that pulls you away from that side of the ball. Coach Saban did it his whole time at Bama, but he still had enough inclination and smarts to be a game manager, to where when Lane Kiffin or Steve Sarkisian started getting outside them boundaries, hey, hand the ball off. What are you doing? What is your problem? Billy Napier don't have that type of authority or approach to tell another coordinator, just as experienced as him on the defensive side, because that's what they do. They go out and they get these other guys that got just as much experience, if not more, and it's hard to really check them, be alpha. And you don't find many coaches in the college football game, especially in the college football world, that are really willing to just bow down and be a coordinator when they got that type of experience. So it's going to be interesting to see how Billy Napier and this Florida team progresses throughout the year. I'm capping them at 4 wins like you, Uncle Jay. I'm capping them at 4 wins.
All right.
Yep. Anything else before I let you off, Unc? I know you said you wasn't feeling good this morning. We praying that everything be good with Uncle Jay. But anything you want to say to the people, because you and Piano Man, y'all always leave us off with some crazy, good motivational closeout. So anything you want to say to the AAA fam and to the Rubberneckers and everybody?
One thing I want to say, when I tell, we when we get in our boom room or wherever, we always open and honest about everything. I want everybody listening to me to know that I really appreciate each and every member of this AAA family. I consider them my family, and I really appreciate the concern and love that they show to me in every aspect. Okay.
Yes, sir.
For them to say, "Hey, how you doing, Uncle Jay?" Even if I don't say I'm not feeling good, people, when they see me in the chat, they say, "Hey, Uncle Jay, how you doing today?" You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And then to know that I'm not having my best day today, people been sending, their blessings, and I want them to know that I genuinely love this AAA family. I look forward to meeting them, and I want to make a direct connection with each and every one of them at some point, to where we can exchange numbers and talk like family talk. You know what I'm saying? Because, this is genuine. Okay. When you talk about authenticity, these people are authentic. They really care about you. And, I'm like Piano Man. You know what? Those people that want to down Bama and down you, I don't give a damn about them. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You listen to me. I'm not just trying to sunshine pump you. You know what I'm saying? I look at you like my nephew. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And if you get to meet my nephews, they'll tell you how I am about my family. You know what I'm saying? Because I really, really, really love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Your mom and your pops, man. I've already told them they're my newfound brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? And Janet, Piano Man, Antoine, LaQuasia, KT, all of y'all. In case I miss anybody, hey, I love all of y'all.
Man, much love, Uncle Jay. Look, I always get quiet when you get to talking because you be trying to have a brother emotional over here. But but listen, Uncle Jay, what I'm trying to do is, man, for this tailgate event, I'm telling you, it's going to be ready to be on that panel with me, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of those things where we really going to have a good time. We're going to be able to really meet each other. And like you said, I'm so happy about, the opportunity for everybody to meet each other. I think more so than anything, instead of just, I'm not too worried about just hosting an event. I'm more so happy about people being able to meet, and there are going to be some connections made, man. I see some real opportunities being birthed out of this tailgate event. Not just for Coach Smook Network, but for each individual member of this family. So I appreciate those kind words, Uncle Jay, and I know the family loves you and appreciate everything that you bring. And man, what you was about to say?
And I got to say, man, how can I possibly have Miss Bino? Because Bino always life of the party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Bino,
that's my brother right there.
I didn't forget you, brother. Okay. Moon Rocker, I didn't forget you.
Is that so many of us, man? And we grew so fast, Uncle Jay. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people think it's just, the formerly aforementioned or whatever, however you say the big words. I was trying to use a big word, y'all. Don't talk about me. But everybody talk about, the formal name that we had for this group of people. But it's more than just those people now. We got people that weren't, publicly claiming that group, now they're AAA, like they banging. You know what I'm saying? Like the thugs say in the street, we banging. We AAA banging, like for real, man. We out here representing. I've been seeing a few posts. I've seen the hashtags, authenticity above all. I've seen AAA hashtags on the Twitter, on Facebook, like all of this love for something that just, you know, because we're people that share the same passion and we care about each other. And that's what it matters. That's what matters at the end of the day, Uncle Jay. So appreciate you, man.
One last thing. Authenticity above all in Alabama is always awesome.
Mm-hmm. Alabama always awesome. I like that. We're gonna have AAA shirts gonna we definitely about to get those designs out. I'm telling you, I'm trying to have everything done by Friday. Trying to have everything, all these markups and stuff done by Friday, because merch needs to go on sale. I want to, honestly, with the banner, and I'm gonna pull the banner back up real quick. With the banner, what if somehow or another, all my AAA members on this banner, what if we all get pictures in with our Coach Smook Network AAA shirts? What if we get those pictures in and we're able to put that on? I think that'd be even better. Y'all know I got a little creative mind when I'm up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I guarantee you, all of us in the same shirts across the board, that would be crazy. So yeah, I'm definitely about to get these merch orders up and get this store open on YouTube so we can start creating that energy, man. That would be awesome. Kanisa said that would be awesome. I think so too. But then my sister, man, y'all, she really excited about this. My big sister, y'all, she really one of the primary motivators for me and the confidence that I've developed. But the same way that you all push me, she pushes me from a big sister standpoint, and she really be grilling me and like with love though. Not like you better. She was like, you can, you will, you know, this is made for you. So I appreciate her turning up and doing what she do, represent for the family. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man, we got something special here. Uncle Jay, anything else? You know, we got time today, so take your time.
Hey, Zach, keep on doing what you're doing, boy. I heard you this morning.
Listen,
and
yeah.
I want to say good morning to my brother and sister, Pop Smook and Mama Smook, Sister Smook. Love all of y'all.
Yeah.
Love all of y'all.
Yeah, man. Love you too, Unc, for real, man. Well, we're gonna catch up, man. We got a meeting today because I got like my ideas, my think tank is full right now.
I gotta say one more. Brother Gil, if he's in there, I don't know if he's online, but Gil, hey, love you, brother.
Yeah, man. Hey, Piano Man just told Gil, I mean not Gil, but Zach, what I think everybody else been saying. Zach, you gotta sing at the tailgate. You ain't getting by with that one. You gonna sing karaoke at the tailgate is a must. We will have karaoke. And Gil Cruz coming in correcting me. I don't know why I keep saying Keelan Robinson. Why do I want that boy to be a Robinson? He's definitely a Russell. You know what? The reason is I'm saying I get tired of saying Russell. I ain't gonna tell y'all. That's a personal story. We'll talk about that in the Boom Boom Room or the next lobby meetup. We'll talk about that. But yeah, yeah, man. Uncle Jay, you already know what time it is, man.
Roll Tide. Don't give a damn about nobody but family.
Already, man. Much love, Unc. And we're going to have that meeting. I'm probably going to do it right after the live. Or maybe I might have to wait till after the gym because I got to get in the gym today. I didn't go. We got to put together live. Man, Jordan, I'm going to put you in charge.
I was going to be in the gym this morning, but I ain't feeling it. So I'll be in there tomorrow.
Listen, you better go hit a sauna. That's the quickest way to get. I learned that a long time ago, man. My body be under the weather, and I want to get in that gym, and I want to do something. I go sit in that sauna for about 20 minutes, open them pores up, sweat all that stuff. I get out that sauna, take me a little quick shower.
My gym don't have a sauna. I'm cheap. I ain't got no money, man. So I have
man, please. All right, I almost hung up on you talking about you ain't got no money. I'm about to. We know what's up, Uncle Jay. I'm gonna be in Texas. Remember, next month I'm trying to be in Texas, and that trip from Dallas to Round Rock, it ain't but what 3 hours, two and a half in Texas for real. They got it as 3 hours on the map quiz. I mean,
let me know when y'all out here, man.
You already know.
If I'm back here, because I'm gonna be in Alabama until the 11th of July.
Oh yeah.
I'm into the 10th of July. My mom's birthday is on the 9th, so I'm doing a memorial for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I do that, I'm gonna get on the plane and come back the next
So
day.
so Uncle Jay, you gonna be in Alabama for 4th of July weekend?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, listen. We might have an impromptu link up set up. We got time to set that up for 4th of July. AAA fam, what y'all think? Why a W for yes, a W for a win, or L for no? 4th of July weekend. Would it be crazy to try to link up in T-Town? Would it be crazy to try to link up at a centralized location for everybody? Would that be crazy? I mean, I could talk about it with the rest of the family, but since we here, we live right now. Twitter, I see y'all over there active too. Shout out to Twitter, 157 live, 79 live over here on YouTube. Facebook ain't got no live. I think we got live viewers. We just don't got any interactions. If you're on Facebook, your interactions count. We're not necessarily trying to push our Facebook content page, but this is more of a promotional platform on Facebook. Drop a reaction so we can get more Bama fans. Share this in your Facebook groups, your Bama Facebook groups. But 4th of July weekend might be doable, y'all. We might be able to do that. We got Carlos said L. Carlos, you not even Bama, bro. You not even Bama. We don't care about you. We don't care about you and your nasty, dirty, stinky, musty smelling blue Wolverines. What in the world? What's your extinct animal mascot? Y'all are endangered species. You get what I'm saying? Just like your team is in danger of not being able to get back to the playoffs this year. Stop messing with me, Carlos. How you feeling today, man? What's up, my boy? Popping in here with the energy. I love it, man. Carlos, get back in the Discord too, man. We need more Michigan fans. Bring some more fans. Bring some of them Big 12 guys. I mean, Big 10 guys over here. We want some Big 10 action. We want some of that energy.
We got some belts for his ass.
Yeah, we got some belts for your ass. I'm telling you right now, we got some belts for you, my boy. We got.
I'm gonna let you get out here, man. I just want, I'm always want to try to get in and let you know that I'm watching, man.
Always, Unc. I love when you call in. Everybody, the fans love you. It's a select few voices that when you hear them on the call-in show, it lets you know that everything's fine, and you're definitely one of them. You, Zach Piano Man, Davin when he calls in. We've had some newer calls. Terrence called in last week. T Rich, he called in last week. That was a good phone call. I'm posting a lot of phone call shorts today. And y'all continue to support those shorts. Continue to support those shows. I got one with Uncle Jay coming too. It was funny. He was going in the other day. I don't think y'all remember, but I remember. So I'm about to get that edited up and put on the page. But Uncle Jay, enjoy the rest of your day. We are planning to be live tonight, so be ready to call in tonight. We got 2 guests that we're setting up for tonight. Hopefully they're able to come through. Schedules always get crazy in the middle of the week. That's why Thursday and Friday shows are going to be so huge going forward. But Uncle Jay, I appreciate you and everything that you do for the family. And you enjoy the rest of your day, Unc.
All right. Love y'all. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Unc. Love you too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Post your Roll Tide. Post your Roll Tide. What you talking about? Bama fan 95. What you talking about? Post your Roll Tide. I don't get it. I'm lost. What I did? I missed something? Make sure y'all hitting that like button while y'all in here, y'all. Here comes Carlos. Michigan going to look like Penn State this year. Got to say something to fire for the season. Carlos, you know what? Listen, Carlos was the one. He had me and Uncle Sean. I mean, not Uncle Sean. Me and my brother Sean from Huntsville had us eat, what is it called? With our foot in our mouth. He had us caught us with our foot in our mouth because he was talking that Michigan crap. And I'm solid. I'm solid. I really believe that game ended up being way better than what we were predicting, right? But we still had opportunities to beat Michigan, and I did not want to have to see that young man. But he came back and he talked his stuff. Him and Mike Ford, they came back and they talked their stuff, and I respect them for it. They held it down all the way through. They talked their noise. So yeah, you clipped it in the car. Oh yeah. I remember that. I got it, Bama fan. I know what you're talking about. I got Michigan upset in Texas and Ann Arbor. I don't think Michigan gonna be able to keep up with Texas this year, and that's an early game. Yeah, Mike Ford definitely a real one. Y'all, before we close out, y'all, I need to give y'all one more opportunity to become a part of this AAA fam. Listen, here you go. Take it away. This is how you become a member of the AAA fam as we get ready to close out this last 5 minutes of the show. Here you go.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family and earning your birth certificate, as we like to call it. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Yeah. Yo, great show today or no? Let me know. Great show today or no? We done went 3 hours and it felt shorter than the 2-hour show. I love having that space to have the phone call segments extended, right? Not rushing people off the phone, getting you to let you express everything. You know what? I can't wait for the season for post-game call-in show. I'm telling you, those are going to be 4 or 5 hour lives. And I'm going to need some help to produce and get clips and all of that stuff to remember. So y'all keep looking around, keep searching within your hearts to see how you can continue to support the channel and be a part of this team. If you want to be a more intricate part of the team, don't forget, hit us up in the Discord, !Discord, to provide that link. Or you can check us out, man. You can check us out at Coach Smook Network. Hit me up in the email, coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. Let me make sure I spell that bad boy right this time. coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. You hit us up, tell us, let us know how you want to continue contribute to the channel. That's for sponsorships, for team member opportunities, for staff opportunities, all of that. We want y'all to jump in and be a part of the community, whether it's just being an active member or supporting with your skill sets, with some skill sets that you can add to the team. All right, and then also don't forget, y'all, RSVP for the tailgate event. RSVP for the tailgate event. Do not miss your opportunity to RSVP for this event. This event is going to be a banger. I promise you. The meet and greet is going to be the highlight of the event. I'm telling y'all, the way we kicked the weekend off that Friday night is going to be a highlight. You know, it's crazy. We're going to be up so late and out so late that people that got to come in on Friday, that are planning to drive in Friday after they get off work at 6 o'clock, when you pull in town, go check into your room and pull up to the meet and greet. We going to be up. If boy Coach Smook, I promise you, I will be mentally and physically prepared to bring the energy that whole weekend. Hey, and a good little look, listen, while we here, I got to do this. Shout out to my guy, T.I. Mims, 4-star wide receiver. We featured his film on the show before. He just got a follow back from Coach Jamarcus Shepard, and that's the guy that I told you all wouldn't be long before he's in front of this staff. When Jamarcus Shepard follows a wide receiver, best believe we're going to start hearing some buzz around him. So T.I. Mims, you heard it here first, is a target at Alabama. I guarantee you, Alabama is going to make a push to get him. Shout out to him. back to the announcement, man. Shout out to my boy T.I. Mills, man. I'm glad we was able to make that connection. A talent that I saw from afar. Y'all seen the crazy play he made when he routed old buddy up in the 7-on-7 tournament. That was something that we highlighted, and I think he's starting to get some buzz from all of that energy we bring him. The Coach Smook Morning Show is brought to you by the AAA fam, man. Sponsored and supported and pushed by the AAA fam. We are also brought to you by New Generation Barbershop in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Sponsors, they are here to support. They will be there at the tailgate event. We might do a couple free cuts if you need to get tightened up on the game day. I think we might have 2 barbers available there. There's a lot of opportunities going to happen at this tailgate event. A lot of vendor stations going to be there. Hopefully we can pack this thing out, y'all, and use the full capacity of our space. Also, if you want your picture on this AAA banner, send it in to Coach Smook Network at gmail.com. Coach Smook Network at gmail.com. Not Coach Smook Network, Coach Smook at gmail.com. I'm sorry. This is where we do all our content things. This is not the business side. This is the other email. So Coach Smook at gmail.com. Send your picture to that. We'll be able to download it. Make sure you have it, a solid picture, so when we remove the background, it won't be pixelated and all that stuff. And we could put it on the banner, because this is the banner that will be displayed at all of our outside with Coach Smook events. I'm slick thinking about doing bowling Sunday evening after that Georgia game, y'all. I'm slick thinking about trying to get a bowling night set up again that Sunday, or a bowling afternoon after church. We can get the bowling thing going again, because bowling definitely was fun. So we got the tailgate event. We got the banner. We talked about sponsorship opportunities. What else we got going? Tonight's show will be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll kick that thing off. And I plan on having a few panelists on, and we're going to really dive into some more sports talk. We might try to get some different fan bases in here to get some debate topics going, get some fire on the channel. But if not, if we don't go live here, I might be on with my brother Ty Hayes. I think Jason might be doing something this evening. So right now with the evening show, we're going to set up something consistently to where our schedule lines up. Starting in July, it's going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I know y'all seen the banner I put out yesterday. I forgot to put the date, but starting in July, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we're going to have our night shows. We're going to have our night segments, okay? Every day, Monday through Friday, we'll have our morning segments, our morning shows. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting in July, we will have night segments. I'm setting up content ideas. And y'all know we got holidays in July, but we'll move past that. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for pulling up today. It's been a great time. We've just hit our mark, man. Let me see. Let me make sure we got these likes up. Did we get 100 likes on the stream? I think we got it. 102 likes on the stream. Listen. 102 likes on the stream. Appreciate everybody for what they doing, man, for the channel. We appreciate you all. We really do. Give yourself a hand clap, man. Give yourself a round of applause, a hand clap of praise, y'all. 102 likes on the stream. Thank you so much for helping us reach our goal of likes on the stream. And listen, we didn't get a new member. We didn't get a new member to join the family today. But we definitely got some super chats. Thank everybody for their super chats. Bama Beauty came in with the $2.79. Dr. Cicely Artist came in with the $10 super chat. And we got $4.99 from Jeremy Fleming. He said, "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Roll Tide." I didn't even see that one. Sorry, I didn't get to that one. I'm sorry, brother. But we got you at the end of the show. Appreciate you for your contributions to the channel. And everybody, Jeremy being a member, all the members of the AAA fam, I love you all. Continue to do what you're doing. We're going to keep the energy up. I love you. Let's get to it, man. Hey, with that being said, I'm Coach Smook. It's been fun. It's been great. Thank y'all for being who y'all are. AAA fam, authenticity above all. SOS standing on Smook. Hey, roll tide. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Until we meet again, I'm Coach Smook, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Roll tide, baby.